You are now listening to the Insight Fantasy Sports Podcast.
All right, welcome back to our third live stream of the year in round 2. We've got Dogs v Pies, 9.5 minutes to bounce. I personally think this could be another blowout, but anywho, we've got our teams somewhat locked in for the round. I've managed to remember to loop Davidson in with your man Garcia, Nathan, who we need to have a talk about, unlike the Camporelli one yesterday night. But anyway, how do you see this game going?
I reckon the Dogs should play well in the milestone game. I think that's something most clubs do pretty well.
It is, yeah.
Going strong, so yeah, I'm optimistic for them.
Yeah, your Saners went up well in there whatever game. It was 150 game. 150th. That was great. Looked like it was just a party out there. So yeah, hoping the same for the Dogs. Might actually give a quick look at our teams and our trades and what we ended up doing since the preview show. What did you end up doing?
So nothing really changed too much for me. So I had Langford out for Camporelli and Taylor moved on to Freya. So we'll see him in 10 minutes. Camporelli, that was disappointing from him. It was basically between him and Hall. I couldn't get up to the better rookies. I couldn't get an Ashcroft, or most likely Lindsay would have been the one, but they're heavily in my sights for next week. How about yourself?
Very nice. Well, yeah, on screen, just quickly, I ended up sticking with the Ash to Holmes vote after I put it to a vote and got a very heavily. I think it was just, there was one comment that just said, don't trade in prior. I was like, actually, you know what? That's actually very true. So we were
fantasy-wise, prior was fine. I think there's a lot of concerns about how he's still on the team this week. Especially from Essendon fans. They weren't too pleased with his performance.
Yeah.
I mean,
I heard that too. And there's talks of Reed might even outscore him.
I don't know about that, but
you'd be surprised, man. But
yeah, I'd maybe be a little hesitant to jump on a prior after last week, but at the same time, if last week didn't get him dropped, then how bad's he going to have to play to end up out of their 22?
That's a very good point. So, yeah, it's left me with a very, very nice looking defense from what was the thin option. I've had to hold on to Perryman, so my eyes are going to be glued to that number 12 jumper all game. I think it'll be a better game for him, this one, compared to just the blowout at Port, where it's just Collingwood running the ball forward, getting plenty in their attacking half, which isn't where he's usually situated. But yeah, we had a brief talk about it off camera. Are we saying that if he gets, say, a 90 or a 100, is he still a trade out for you?
No. Not even close. If he's getting that high, like, you put it on one bad game, like, that can happen. And again, it's looking at the role. It's like, there was nothing wrong with his role last week. That was still there. I don't know. Like, if he has another absolute stinker this week, then it's going to be tough, even if he's got the role, because then he's just leaking cat.
Right. That was leading me to my next question. What score would it take? What's the sort of tiebreaker score in terms of keep or sell?
I think maybe, and it's obviously going to depend on different people for their teams. I think for myself, anything below a 60, 65 maybe. It's probably more a direct comparison, because if I want to bring in the two main rooks next week, it's going to mean one mid-price that has to go. Now, that could be a Perryman, it could be a Sanders, it could be a Peatling.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more just a contest out of them. So, maybe Perryman does have a stinker, but Peatling drops a 20.
Less of a stinker. Oh, no.
if any of my players really get injured, then I think
that too.
So
Yeah,
there's a
Darian
lot to
breaking.
figure out, but
Yeah.
yeah, I think as it stands, he's more likely than not staying in my team.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see how he goes tonight, won't we?
Exactly. Fraser this week, obviously a much more difficult matchup. There's been whispers about him even trying a tag on Dacos. I don't think that's going to happen. But yeah, harder game for him, but he's just already got that score in his rolling average, and that break even is fantastic. And who's to say he's not going to do it again, yeah?
Yeah, we probably didn't really understand what his role was going to be this preseason.
No, because there was no Dale.
Was he going to be halfback? Was he going to be more on the wing? And here he is in the middle of the ground.
Set of houses.
Even pre-game tonight, Bevo was saying that's something they're going to persevere with.
Fantastic.
So, not to
some
say
good journalism from you, that.
All, but yeah, we'll see if Bevo sticks to his word. But at the very least, you think that means he's playing there tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And if he does move to halfback, we're not concerned by that either. The only one is if he goes to the wing.
Yep.
And then I can't see anywhere where he gets dropped, right? Like he's been very impressive for them.
So quick hello to the horse while we're here, the man that makes us. So it's good to have him in the stream as always. The other toss up for me, not obviously relevant to the game, was between Holmes and Stewart. And yeah, where do you sit on that in terms of roles and whatnot? Because Stewart's burned me before, so he's sort of got a bit of a role in my black book, which is why I've gone the Holmes route. But yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, it's tough. So you probably just look at age. You look at the fact that Holmes has been improving. It's about to be his midfield, and you're optimistic he'll outperform. Stewart's just been sort of just below that top rung of defenders for however long he's been in the comp at this point. And we always think, this next year he's going to jump up, be that 100-plus guy. And it never happens. So I think I've probably lost faith in that happening. Like,
whoa, a permanent black book.
I just don't see him ever. Because why would he suddenly start averaging 100 now when he hasn't before? The only possible thing is that kind of getting a bit more time in midfield, even though it's not really midfield for him. It's just poking his head in for the bounce.
And then just goes back.
But at least Holmes, there's a bit more potential about it. I'm not necessarily sold on either of them, but defensive stocks aren't great across the board anyway, are they?
No, fantastic. Great. Well, that's enough for me. I'm locked. That's what we're doing for trades. Set your emergencies and your loops if you have those guys as well. I don't think I've got any rookies in this game for the midfield, no. And I don't think I'm going to be looping in a Reed for a DeKoning or anything. So I'm all set up. I might take it back to the clock again. That's enough of my team. And yeah, have you got a prediction for the game, Nathan?
I'll say Dogs by 16.
Whoa! All right, I'm going Pies by 8. Let's go with that.
Let's hope it's somewhere close to one of our margins at least. That's the biggest priority for tonight. We don't want this to be a common trend of we pick games to watch that are absolute blowouts. We don't want that first to exist. So, fingers crossed, this one's actually a better viewing.
Yeah, surely. It looks like a good turnout. I'll be interested to see what the attendance is. Libba, he's going all right in fantasy as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he got himself off to a good start. Probably not an option for us, but,
No.
He's just a player you like to see do well, isn't it?
Yeah, seems like... Well, yeah, obviously a strange guy, but... yeah, it's wholesome lad.
The lobster with the blue hair. Prefer the bleach blonde, but... What can you do?
Oh, how's that for commemorative? I've just switched screens over.
Yeah.
Commemorative blue for the
when you're talking about unique individuals, he's definitely... God. I still can't get over that TikTok rubbish from him last year.
Oh,
My brain, rest of my life.
who else is up there for the equal worst TikToks in the game?
I would only ever see them if they get that bad. I don't really use TikTok at all.
Is it?
But
I think
if it's bad
Petrarca's had a few.
Then Petrarca's just all over everything, isn't he?
Yeah, the brand Petrarca. All right, counting into it. We haven't quite. We're seconds away from bounce if you're trying to sync up with us or if you're behind. So umpire's setting himself, walking in, and the bounce is up. And, they're going to play that on. All right. So another thing to note as well for those Darcy Cameron owners is that they've got Cox in the squad now, so that might really affect his sort of stocks there, as it's a good start for the Dogs.
Yeah, I don't know how Cox worked himself back into the team. That was a real shock, wasn't it?
Holding the ball.
Maybe we should have spoken a bit more about that on our round preview. But yeah, I don't know how he's back in their 22. That just made no sense to me.
Well, he'll be playing as they've lost a tall. Going to get in another tall. I don't know what their sort of squad stocks are in terms of tall forwards, but yeah, give a young kid a crack. Surely there'll be one around there.
Well, chance for Darcy to kick the first for Footscray. Bit of a fairy tale start.
Absolutely. Duke up there. He was he your pick or my pick for the Coleman at the start of the year, Sam Darcy, Nate?
I recall saying it myself, and then knowing you probably copied me afterwards.
No.
Yeah, it's probably what happened.
Mm-hmm. Who's on points at the moment?
Yeah, I don't mind those being holding the ball. I feel like you see 100 of those a match, though, and they're not paid.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind that being paid more often.
Our man Vandermeer as well, talking about.
Which Vandermeer is the question?
Does it change anything?
Dogs going to push forward again. Will Dan Houston get possession? They're just kind of going to clean this one up, aren't they?
And just keep side bottom, yeah.
Side bottom to clear.
Oh, that's a disappointing start.
Why are you dropping that?
Oh no. And here come the pies.
No, Elliot loves to fly.
Yeah.
I'm spoiled.
Oh, come on, Josh.
That's 6 points down the drain.
Yeah, it's
like he doesn't even care about us. Like, you don't need to play for your club, for your badge. Play for us, you know?
Exactly. That's what we're here for. We're not here to give... Oh, Nick. Oh.
No.
So, yeah, we're not here to give...
Ground. Very involved, but just not getting a touch. Oh, no. Oh, that's a good hit. That's good for him. That's great full forward play. Outstanding.
Oh.
Just going sideways.
Damn. You'd love to be a Josh Dacos owner with that play.
Yeah, just a nothing kick. It's given Cameron the chance to get forward.
What's Hotto just said there? What's Hotto just said there? Oh, Davidson! Oh!
Has he got the free kick? He's got the free kick.
Oh! Yes! It's an extra point. Well done. Oh!
Yeah, absolutely there.
On the doctor. There's three dogs there. Oh, good fly.
Oh, Freya was ahead of the ball for the next TAM pass as well. They just couldn't get it out to him. There's going to be another free. Free kicks going the Dogs' way early.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the topic of frees, what do you make of the Carlton Hawks game?
There's probably a few mistakes happening
Davidson
in that
kick.
game. Well, Davidson. Yeah, a couple of mistakes throughout the game, but I don't think it's as bad as people are making it out. But
Nah,
yeah, there's usually going to be some that you
Josh again.
take back. But I think the better team won on the night.
Sanders, put your head over that!
Collingwood are going to get out here now.
Oh,
as well.
he's lost it. Keep going, Sam. Get the...
We get
No!
this
I was about to say get the tackle, and I saw his arms being wrapped around someone's feet.
bit of a
Down
sloppy
wing.
start.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
Oh, what's...
Now, McInnes down. Yeah. Ankle for McInnes early.
They put Long in the vest? I thought he was great last week.
Well, he's still going to get 4 quarters, it looks like. You're fine. Can we get ourselves... Liver has time
Liver.
to jump and land and still no one tackling him. I know he's a
great
threatening
mark.
guy to tackle, but got to do better on that. Well, we're going to get another Dogs free kick. Let's wait for the crowd to react.
There it is.
Early on, we got the 1 Sanders tackle, 1 Freya tackle. Should have been a mark and a kick at some point as well.
Yeah, could have been just at least a touch from...
And then no side of Curran. He hasn't come off the
Way.
bench.
Oh, that's not what we want to hear.
Well, given we haven't seen him, you'd rather hear that he's at least been on the bench to start the game.
Oh. That's great. That's reminding me of the was it Curtly Ambrose with drop it in the comments if you're watching and know what I'm talking about. It was a cricket game where an Australian spinner got the blue hair on one game and the batsman, he had to keep on pulling out one of the big, 6'10" West Indian guys because he just kept on laughing every time he came into bowl. He just backed away and had to laugh.
Get ourselves 1 Freya handball in this chain, leading to Collingwood going inside 50 again. And we're going to get another Freya touch as he clears it.
Yes!
How did he clear it though? Barely reached on spot 2 by Dolan. Hill just chases him down. It's going to be a throw in.
Great pressure from Dolan. That could have easily just gone out to, I think it's, what was Degoe out there? Just, without the pressure. But it's a great chase.
Now, again, if Perryman could get his ass on the field, that'd be great. Collingwood haven't made a sub yet. Outside of McInnes going off, they've not gotten anyone to the bench.
Harms.
We're on the wrong side of the field now. That's good from Dolan. Short one to Norton.
Got to go
Hand
corridor.
pass. Wasn't a good hand pass. Kennedy should finish.
Oh, Duke wanted it.
Oh no.
Duke Junior Duke.
Collingwood, make your subs. We've got a Perryman just aching to get onto the ground 8 minutes into the game.
Who else have we got that's somewhat relevant in this game that we might not have?
Oh, it's not too many. It's your Dacos owners, which there won't be too many of.
Yeah.
Cameron owners.
Yuck. Yeah.
That's probably about it. Some people
Yuck.
jumped on English.
Oh, that's a rough one.
Yeah, it's looking at some of those ones. Like Perryman was right up there amongst the top traded out. Might have even been the top traded out.
Yeah. It'd be close.
So that could be a big one. Like he's suddenly become a unique for us this week without us even having to change anything.
That's a good point. Got 10% on Lipinski as well, Nate.
Does this mean we're going to see Perryman soon? Not to keep repeating myself.
It's insightful.
We've got the sub on the field. Still no Perryman. They've used their sub before they've used their fourth interchange.
Oh,
that is remarkable. My God.
Put that to Swamp. He'd know.
What are we doing? That'd be a great one. Oh,
No. Ask him. Put it out on the X.
I'm going to Twitter now.
Oh, I really just before you do, Nathan, consider as an intercept mark from Lob. Just consider last round. Were there any early injuries that could make you look like an absolute buffoon?
If I'm going to look like a buffoon, I'm happy for it to be by Swamp.
Davidson +6, just in the middle of the ground. Got to get rid of it. Sanders handball as well to Davidson kick. This is brilliant. If that was to Perryman. Dolan. Frazier! Oh! Oh, Frazier, you've got to be kicking those. Not many that would be going hands off and still getting above Cox. Oh, it's a great one.
I could leave myself out and say, if it has happened, how many times, but I'm not going to do that.
No, you're all in. Yeah, I like it.
Swamp, obviously you're watching our stream. What else would you be doing right now?
That's true.
If you want to just respond in the chat, that'd be great too.
Slots it.
So I'll be honest, I zoned out most of the last 2 minutes, but I heard you saying positive things about fantasy. Who was getting it?
Oh, Frazier had a kick at goal and kicked it behind. On one that he probably should have kicked.
At least he's up to a 13. I see Davidson on a 15 is good.
Yeah, that might be a bloody heroic loop from me that... See, his... no, never mind. But, yeah. You know, if he puts up one of those, what was it, Pracky game scores, I'm fine with that.
I've got the emergency on him. If need be, I can move Connor Stone on field to get
Fantastic.
his score. You're not expecting it with a best 18, but hey, like if he's getting 70, 80, like at least you know you're not having someone that's going to get injured in the first quarter or something, right? Like you got that score locked away.
Yep, absolutely. And also that might be replacing someone else's rookie too. That's just an extra score that you've got on field that someone else might get.
Exactly.
40, 50 from. Oh, Frazier and centre bounce.
You don't get points for that, boys.
Oh.
Be a free kick against Cameron. Yeah.
So they've got Cameron Ford and Cox rucking as well off that centre bounce, just worth noting. Oh,
I imagine that's more just while Cameron's resting forward. No, they'll swap it back over.
Yeah,
Good
gotcha.
kick inside 50.
Vandermeer!
No, it's Vandermeer. I thought I was Dolan again. I mean, there's a million Vandermeers. David King is right. And that was, 2 years ago he made that call?
It hasn't looked so bad at the moment.
Well, chance to go up 20 zip halfway through the first. Not a bad kick. It's going to get there. Wow.
Your prediction's looking red hot at the moment.
Yeah, my prediction for a close finish, though. Collingwood could just, lift a little bit. That'd be great. Let me just quickly double check. Perryman is on the ground. Let's get a round of applause there.
You're joking. It's taken them nearly half a quarter.
Oh, my God. I don't understand. And we talked about his role still being good and why he's not an urgent trade out yet. If his role is just being a bench warmer, might have to change our thoughts on that. I don't know. There was a patch of it on the opposite wing. It was hard to get him on, but that was some way. The fact that they got their sub on before him, that's disrespectful. And he's not even going to. The sub is in the house before him as well. Oh gosh. Rogs getting it out. Oh, that's good from Richards.
He's going to get it back.
He might go himself.
Oh.
Yeah, concerning signs for Perryman early. Brady doing well on debut though. It's a good start for him.
Concerning signs for me.
Yeah. Let's see. What numbers is Perryman in at Collingwood?
12.
12, that's right. Always takes me a few weeks to get used to the new numbers.
It does. Oh.
Collingwood fans will not be happy. And that's going to be an uncontested
Great kick for Norton.
How is Riley Sanders going? He's on a 6. Like a bit more than one handball, one tackle. But it's better than he started last week. Do we just say that?
Yeah, it's one way to put it. Oh.
Not a good kick from Norton. And Cox will tap it through. That's going to go where. Maynard taking a bounce. I'm not sure when the last time that happened.
Another swamp one.
I reckon that's one we could probably find.
Yeah.
I'd back myself to find that stat. Not going to, but you know. If it was my job, I could find that. I'm hoping to see a few more stoppages as well. Got lots of midfielders out there. Fraser's just tapping it along, and never picks it up.
Come on, man. Bullshit chance around the ground.
I don't think the umpire's been that bad. There's really just been like maybe 2 50-50 calls. But
Oh my
you
god.
call it out there. What's going to happen?
Look while we're on the
English
clock.
clearing it out himself. If we really want it just locked in those contests as long as possible.
Perryman hasn't scored yet.
Also, I've said he's on the field. I haven't actually seen him yet.
Where is he playing?
I don't know, maybe he was subs on and he's still waiting on the bench.
Oh, great kick.
Oh, he had Sanders there as well. Oh, that should be 50 against Cox.
It'll be slow to get up as well.
So late. And you can forgive him for being slow to get up. He's a big lad, but... Well, that's the Dogs number 12 getting the ball.
So, where can you see him? It'd be good to know what colour boots he wears. Alright, yes!
Got a touch. So was he playing off half?
Get it back to him! Get it back to him!
Yeah!
Well done!
Go with the kick, lad.
Get rid of it! Thank
I
you!
was just waiting for it to run too far and you bailed on
Oh.
You can see it coming. You can see it coming.
Oh.
Ain't that deliberate? They're not chanting bullshit now, are they?
Oh. Alright, Tagoe. Back for his first game of the season.
Going for the check side. And Collingwood are on the board with a point.
Dale with the kick in.
So not that this is why you would have ever started him, but I'd like to see Sanders get a bit more involved in this stuff, you know? Like, this is something he could work on in this game.
Yes! Come on! There we go! Let's keep it rolling. Go back to him! Go back to him! Oh!
Well, he's scoring when he's on the ground.
Don't give it to Nick! Jeez.
Oh, that's a tough
Keep going,
kick up.
Davidson.
Let's go forward again. I think that's a free kick downfield, right?
What's Vandermeer done?
He just hit him after the kick pretty late. Yeah. Don't know if that needs to be a free. Collingwood finally get a goal.
Alright, yeah. I should probably fix that up.
Yeah, nothing clean about that ball movement from Collingwood, was there?
No.
Spent more time with the ball on the grass than in the air, and
Calmus was a
Just made it
long
work.
way away from his man as well, just quietly.
there's a scary forward line to compete against for a Packma. Cox and McStay there. Like, why is Carmus on McStay? That can't be the designated matchup, can it? He's got 20 kilos on him.
Well, obviously they're missing, is it Jones? That's, yeah, big miss for them. He went pretty high in their best and fairest. Get out! Davidson! Got boot to ball. That's kick.
Yep, absolutely a kick.
And liver again.
We're taking that. They better write it down in the stats.
Alright, now where's Perryman? He's got like light collared boots, I've figured. Is he on the bench?
I think Sanders was at half forward off that centre bounce as well. Want him in the guts as much as possible. He doesn't need to be there 100%, but again, if he's not going to be a link-up sort of player, then we really need him getting those CBAs, don't we? Getting those stoppage points.
Correct. There is.
We'll get a touch here. Nothing.
I keep chasing.
We're just going to get it out. They could really be out here. Relying on the
Asking a lot of side bottom against a first season player. Oh, he's done well.
side bottom applauding his own work there.
We already have a doctor on the field.
I think that's Pendles. So we need a Collingwood doctor out there. It's not an independent doctor. Elliot, that just never looked good.
And a lovely tail kick out.
And we finally get Sanders or Freya in one of these chains. They just do that one short and then a long bomb. Darcy just monsters
Again.
through Collingwood defenders. Yeah.
Oh, Davidson could have got a goal.
Would have been
Perryman,
nice.
damn it.
Yeah, Freya on the bench at the moment for us. everyone else on field that's relevant.
Yep.
They just always have that exit kick, don't they? I don't know if
They
you want
do.
Cox as a player out the back. If he takes the mark, I don't know what he does next. The Lanky Yankee. I haven't heard that one before. It's a good call.
I like it.
Good to have Hutto on
Yeah,
commentary.
man. And there's Sanders just missing a tackle again. Oh,
Loop these handballs. Couple of one-on-ones inside 50. They're just not going to get that kick away.
play on not 15. Dale again.
That is
he'll
a
have
dangerous
ball!
He's got the handball away in time, but
Oh,
a lot of pressure.
that might be high for Nick.
That's what I was calling out with Ginnivan all of last year and the year before. He's lifted that arm bar.
Well, here's the other thing as well. Just talking relevant to yeah, not a good few seconds for our man, but yeah, talking. Sorry, yeah, I got halfway through. About the suspension for Jackson Archer. They've said in those, rather than going hard at the footy, to wait for the tackle, and I feel like that's what he's done. And now he's done that and conceded a high free kick. So it's. Oh, Nick.
It's one of those ones, like, you got to protect the head. I agree with where the game's heading and doing all that. You got to acknowledge it's not always the tackler's fault. Sometimes it's the player that's actually got concussed is the one to blame. You know?
Well, I was hearing on radio, you have to decide, because there's obviously a rule against diving for the ball below the knees. Someone's charging at the ball, and he's got penalised for someone diving, well, not at his knees, but down at the ball. So, you got to ask, AFL will have to ask themselves, what's more important? Is it defending the head or defending lower leg injuries, I guess? I suppose you're probably not going to get lawsuits for
Vegas is getting a lot of it right now.
lower leg injuries, or maybe. Pendles, good option. Oh!
How in the world is that 15 meters? I'm sorry. We've just watched one that was a good 5 meters further than that, called not 15. We've never marked it. And we're paying it's just different for forwards than it is for defenders, isn't it?
Yeah, I reckon the big wind-up did something for it. If he was just...
Like, English was ready for the smother. He's taking 2 steps and he's already manning the mark. Collingwood won't complain. They get a goal back.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, won't hear them booing again.
Yeah. Sanders is going to hop off to the bench for a rest. Freya hopefully going to come back on.
Look at that. Oh.
That's a crazy call. Career just straight out of guts. I see him at the centre bounce too often. Bit underwhelming, some of our scores. We'll go through the breakdown at the break. There's definitely a couple that could lift a little. Immediately called not 15 as well on the next kick. Perryman. Like, that was a tough one, but I still want
Go! And he's not going to be able to
We
get down.
can't get rid of it. Oh, no. Don't be a bad night.
No. Don't speak like that. Fraser in the ruck.
We'll take some hit outs if you can manage them.
Here comes Dacos, and
That's just going to be over Elliott's head. probably not enough time for a dog score at this point. It's tough to see it in 27 seconds, but will Collingwood get one late? Freya still in the rush, so it wasn't just a one-time accident. You'd think maybe Rory Lobb would be a second rush.
Fraser!
Can he get the free kick from the man? No. Yeah, why have you got... Like, what's the point in having Lobb? He's not going to be a second rush. Like, I know he's primarily a defender now. He's not a forward, but look where the ball is. All right, 2 seconds. Freya, if you're taking the ruck, here's your chance. 1 point. Doesn't matter where it goes.
Slam it! Oh!
Never going to happen. Yeah, there's a few bad scores. Oh, no. Some of these mid-prices. Got Perryman just, well, he couldn't get on the ground for ages, but only finishing on a 11 at the quarter-time break. Sanders on a 6. Houston's on a 5 for people that have got him. That's a rough one. And then Freya, for how good he started, he's only on a 13. He just didn't touch it for 10 minutes there. God. Maybe a Sam Davidson at 18. That can boost our mood a little.
Yeah, well, a lot of people wouldn't have him on field. Yeah, what do we got?
Not too many players scoring big at the moment at all.
Dacos really. Could have had a goal as well.
Yeah, Dacos is doing his thing. He'll definitely be a trade target in a few weeks' time.
Yeah, man, really not. Man, how many of Dale's kicks have been kick-ins as well?
Yeah, he's had a couple.
Oh yeah, Davidson 18, as you say. Usual suspects. Yeah, it looks like Cameron has been affected by Cox coming into the team early days. English still just giving absolutely nothing. Fraser on a 13. Perryman on an 11. Sanders on a 6. Houston on a 5 is an interesting one. But, my God, Nathan. Something's going to have to change for us.
Yeah, bad first quarter. Same as last week for our watch-along. Maybe we're putting a bit of a curse on our players. Hoping that's not the case, but who knows?
Bad first quarter for my bloody what's his name pick as well, for my Murphy Reed pick too.
Just the one quarter though. Let's not
bad first, second, and fourth quarter.
All hope, right? One bad quarter.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get some 30-point, 40-point quarters to come.
Yeah, Dacos on the 11 touches early, and you said it as well. You could tell.
Yeah, they're just looking for him every chance, which can't blame them. It's probably a good strategy for him going forward. One strength of Collingwood, so I think when they're at their best, though, is they don't have to go to a Dacos. Like, they've got a lot of players that can kick the ball, like whether it be the other Dacos. Quayne is a really solid kick. I don't think he gets enough credit. Obviously, Houston coming into the team now, probably a top 2 or 3 kick in the comp. Like, there's a lot there. I don't think they need to constantly go to Dacos, but part of what Dacos does well is just get to the right spot, move from contest to contest, and that's why he's always screaming for the ball. He can actually be there ready for it.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if, Lobb and Darcy on the marks, but those uncontested marks usually don't come until later in the game, maybe when one team sort of got the edge over the other. Yeah, oh well, at least the game's set up for us. So that's a plus at least.
Well, was it over at quarter time last week? I don't actually remember. Let's have a gaze.
I wasn't over, I don't...
Collingwood by 3 goals at quarter time.
Oh, maybe it was.
I don't know if that's over. That's Porter kicked the last one before the break. Yeah, So that just blew out in the second. Well, it was 2 goals to 12 in the second half, 9 goals to 4 in the first. So no, I'd say that game was still on at that point. Do you catch much of the pre-game?
Just a lot of names and some little documentary stuff. Nothing too
It's probably
yeah.
a lot of people before your time, I'd imagine.
Got Joel Cook in the chat says, loving the content. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be pumping it out all season, and keen to see how we go. What's your goal for sort of rank this year, Nathan?
Well, the goal's the car.
I knew I was about to say, don't just say the fucking car. Don't just say winning. Like
that's the goal. Look, it'd be great to get a hat. Like just top 100, you get a hat. I think that's something you can be pretty proud of. Might be a tough start. I've missed a couple of rookies this year. It's probably the worst year I've had on rookies, to be honest. Usually that's one I nail pretty well. I think it's still a training game. If you're making the right value decisions season long, I think you make that ground back up. So I reckon 100's still realistic. What about yourself?
Yeah, 100 would be nice considering I was sort of like, apart from maybe I'd like my scores to be higher, but in terms of cash, and I've got all the ticks, so it's there for the taking. And obviously, we've heard heard it from our man, Moreira's Magic today that, the last however many have been outside the top, 10,000, 20,000. And I think he said the difference of points, which was 41 between a Lindsay on field and a Finn O'Sullivan on field, was 41 points, which was equivalent to 10,000 ranks. So it's really, rank does not mean a lot at the moment. As we're back, I didn't call the bounce.
You can call the Degoe kick inside 50. Even for the
Brilliant!
Pace a hang. Not his best work, but
he just jumps over him like he's not even there.
Lobster not happy.
He's gonna be on. Oh, he just jumps over Karmas. That.
Great start to the quarter for the Collingwood. Can they level things up, or is Elliott's kick going to look similar to his first attempt at goal?
Nah,
that one's good. All right, scores back level. To start the quarter on the bench, no one relevant. So that's
okay. Good content
really
from you.
Need to see our players actually get the ball. But
look at that.
First step is being on the ground.
And that's some work from the tools as well there, just not allowing Karmas to be able to get up to it.
Showing the Pendlebury one again. So is he out concussed or is he still getting test?
Oh, I was going to say, more Perryman time on ground, but anywho.
Looking for another
Harms.
Clearance. Harms just takes it though. He's going to find the doctor. The doctor can't find the pill.
It's not a great handball to him.
Elliot,
not again!
Another one.
Whoa.
Not successful on this occasion. It's probably going to be a ball up.
Yeah, will do, man. You get nervous when you're on the other team with, when you see Elliot get that run and jump, even if he's, against a outsized opponent. I reckon.
Just give him some position. You don't want to be on a poster.
Frager's in and around it. Oh.
Later tackle.
And a Sanders handball in there. Love that. Oh.
And we might get a stoppage. after a kick like that.
Oh,
Norton
God,
can't get on his feet.
he missed them. It's like a little baby. It's a great kick.
And back to Bobby Hill.
It's a fantastic kick.
It's all over the Dogs right now.
I think I'd go over some other comments I had from some of the guys on the Perryman v Ash trade. We've got JMO1723 saying give Perryman another week, I think, against Port's always hard, which we saw last season. They were one of the harder teams to score against. He's right, as Hill comes in from about 35 out. Straight in front, and that's where the ball goes. Oh, we had Night Manager saying that Ash has a better chance of being a keeper. Starting to match Whitfield off halfback, could average 95 plus, and the defensive role probably isn't as good for Perryman, which I agree with. But in terms of you're not trying to pick keepers at this stage. You're trying to pick those guys that are going to make cash, and I think Perryman's got the better chance of that at this stage. And
that said, early in the second quarter, you'd probably change your answer on that, wouldn't you? But
Pryor's going to go out and ton up, I reckon.
Oh, that would hurt. If Pryor outscores a Perryman this week, that is going to really hurt you.
Yeah. I said on the pod it was a trade that I did lose sleep over, but just seeing the confirmation bias in there, the 80 to 20% fold over about, I think it was around 100 people on the vote, sort of locked me in a bit more. Sanders coming out of the goal square. Yuck. Davidson is going to get its ass. Another shanked kick leads to another mark in a great goal scoring position.
I'm just noticing early centre bounces as well. We're not seeing Perryman really in there at all.
No. So what is his role? Just flopping around there?
I guess so. It's not what you want to see.
No.
Darcy
he was
slots
never
that.
going to miss it.
Exactly what Dogs fans want to see. Gets it back level again. Sanders and Davidson running to the bench together. You don't want that. We're getting so many centre bounces, right? Like, there's a lot of goals early in this quarter.
Yeah.
It'd be great if our players were in there. Like, this is probably more concerning than the score for Perryman. The fact that he's just not in the guts. Because if you told me before the season we get a halfback Perryman, I don't want it. I'm not buying that.
More. My eyes are darting around for those light-collared boots.
And every time it goes to someone with light-coloured boots, it's crisp.
There's no number 12 on his back, unfortunately. Look at that. Just straight over the tallest player in the comp. Just how good is this move for him? Go straight to corridor.
Oh. He's done well to take that contest.
And to me now.
Sanders, if you are playing forward, at least get us some goals or something. No, we're going to get it to Richard.
Give me a midfielder. Oh, this is a hard watch. It's a really hard watch. It sucks. It's a good game. There's Perryman. It's the first time I've fucking seen him in this quarter. There he is. Yeah, he is.
I mean, right now there's two very big contenders for what rookies I take out. Although I'm not sure if I can actually I can manage two midfield rookies in if I'm getting rid of a forward or a defender. I think think it might only be 8 because if Stone's my other one out, currently in my forward line, I think I can DPP for 1, but I might need it to be a midfield, mid-price route. Otherwise, it's bringing in another defensive or forward rookie. I still can't get them both. It's a good smother. We're just not going to see any of our players get it here, are we? What has happened to Sanders?
I don't know, because, pre-season reports. Darcy again.
It just makes no sense what's happened with him. Like, at least Perryman, it's like, all right, we weren't sure about his role necessarily. We thought we knew. Opening round, we felt pretty confident. Sanders was just, like, you just assumed he was going to be better than this, right? Like, he doesn't look like a best 22 player even. Sam Darcy for his third.
He's going to come back.
Yeah.
Comes back enough.
Great start for him.
Yeah, wow, they'd want, a father-son to be performing in the Bulldogs commemoration game. I think that's worth a mention. Got any other father-sons in the Dogs team? Well, Libba, obviously.
I was about to say, they're captain.
Yeah.
That'd be a big one. Rest of their list. Let me just quickly look at their team. Leon stands out.
Richards have a dad that played?
West is on their side, so that's one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many games did Scotty end up with? He would have been 300 plus, right? Scotty West.
Yeah.
Give that one a quick search. I'm pretty sure.
Libba.
West had 324 games in the end.
Yep.
Great career.
Dolan.
5-time All-Australian.
Now, where is... See, these are the positions I would want to be seeing. Fraser! Needs to get it out.
Perryman got a handball in there.
Ball! Jeez.
Well,
you would love to see that as a Pies fan, wouldn't you?
Absolute scrap in the goal square.
Just lads behind the footy. And there's Perryman pointing it, saying, kick it to someone else, not me. Oh,
even now,
seriously.
Space, doesn't it?
Oh, what's happened there? And now look.
I'm not getting off the mark.
Oh.
Get away with that one.
Well, the thing I was, gonna say before Norton took that mark is around when they were defending that sort of cluster. That's the positions I want to see Perryman, and not as far back as he was. He's not playing a shot down role of any kind, right? It's just...
It just looks like he's playing as a defender.
Oh my goodness.
We just don't want that.
No, and we somewhat knew the risk was there with the Pies midfield as well. It's going to be a bit like how Pete Link's fitting into the Adelaide one. I think it'd be the closest comparison around it.
At least Sanders is in this contest, same as
around
Freya.
The ball. I was going to say that.
Hopefully they can actually find it. We have Freya still on that 13.
Yeah, we're thinking the same thing.
He had a kick earlier, didn't he? In this quarter?
Wait, yours hasn't refreshed. He's up to 22.
My phone one has definitely not refreshed then. Yep, 22. Right you are.
Perryman on a 10! 10!
That's not good.
We really thought we were going to... we'd seen the worst of it.
Well, Sanders gets a touch in this chain.
Fuck.
Yeah, Perryman's going to have to be out now. Well, I wish I'd gotten rid of him instead of Taylor. Hell, if I had gotten rid of him instead of Taylor, I could have probably afforded a better rookie this week as well. But I backed in the role that I saw last week. He was still in at the centre bounce. It's not as much as we would have liked, but it was still there.
He's not even here for these kicks around the 50. Is he on the field? Houston's calling for it.
He's on the field.
He's gonna get it. Where is he? Where is he? Where is Perryman? That I honestly might be putting my time during half time to putting through a Where's Wally at it, except instead of him, it's just a Perryman. There he is, pointing. That doesn't get you points.
Oh god.
Fucking hell.
Concerning.
Houston, we have liftoff. That's not the quote.
I'm getting word you might be just a fraction close to your mic. As we watch this replay. Perryman never on screen. What is he doing? Oh, we got Sanders and Freya in at this one. And somehow they're the only two dogs to not touch it. Oh, no.
It's just
Oh, no.
typical.
You can still get a touch in the follow-up, maybe.
Well done. More. Norton just tried to give him some body and just was not coughing it. Ooh. What's happening here?
Sloppy.
It's just going to be a Darcy mark again.
It's going to be a Darcy.
Oh no, it's going to be a Darcy free kick. It might as well have been. Jeez. What a talent.
Good kick as well.
That's an amazing kick. Rich is going to play on. And just punched behind. Alright. Halfway through the second. I know we just did our quick sort of score review. Darcy on a 63. My goodness. Richard Schultz. Dacos on a 41. That's more I'd like. Cameron's picked up his scoring. He's got, I think 20 this quarter, just off memory. A whole bunch more midfielders. Fraser's up to a 25. You can get that up to a few more after that. And then have to do some scrolling. Sanders 14, Perryman 10. Just unbelievable. God, that might... See, now here's the... Well, it might be a good thing I held on to Ash, because he'll need to be playing. Because need to trade out a few people at this rate. Where is he?
Still just not going to see Perryman get it, are we?
No, he's just not anywhere.
You get a Sanders tackle.
Nope, not even that. Oh, wait, maybe?
You didn't pay that tackle.
Okay, good.
I'd get that.
Well, no, I saw the ball rolling out and I'm thinking he might not get this.
Because he needs them, so he's only on an 18.
Yeah.
3 tackles to help him get there as well. He's barely touched it himself.
I think I see Perham in the background there, on the left side.
It's the only place I've seen him so far today.
Yeah.
Half a quarter. Even just a couple of cheap +6s just just to save it, work yourself into the game.
High.
That's pretty high.
Yeah. And
Man,
Maynard.
that's not
He really is a piece of work, isn't he? Holmes looks good. That's magnificent.
That's a sprint to the bench, is it?
Love those.
Good goal. He's even run past, I think it was Carmus there. He's missed the high five. He's not gone back for a second one to make up for it.
No.
He's got a
Would
seat
you?
to take. I think so. You can't. Like, think about what that does to team morale if you leave it on that note.
The effort was there, and I think that's what really matters. Takes out. Whoa!
It's a rough landing. Penalty, just feeling his hips there, feeling his lower back.
Such an old man action after getting up from anything. Oh,
How are they? Oh my god, that was nearly an uncontested mark for Elliott.
Jesus.
Like, I don't know how the Dogs have left that much space there. That's poor
No.
communication.
Jeez.
Dogs going to play it out half back. Can they find either of our boys on this chain?
Tell you what, Nathan, I'm
Yeah,
feeling for the
chance. The
Houston
Dogs has got
owners.
it on the wing.
He's had 3. Yeah.
That is very well worked, end to end.
I'm not looking forward to the review show if it keeps going on like this.
It's always wide. That would be nice if Perrin could say, "Hey guys, I've barely touched it. You mind if I take this kick in?
No, well,
I really
Houston's
appreciate a chance."
Nathan Houston's touched it even less.
God.
The 3 touches.
At least he's got a goal to his name. Oh, that's a dangerous kick. That's a dangerous handball back to him too. What are you doing, Collingwood? Can they make it work out of that chaos? Oh, it's just going to be Darcy doing more good stuff. That's a good tackle from McCreary. Yeah. Holding the ball as well.
Yeah.
Now, Perryman, run a bit harder. Enough of this light jogging. Get away from your man. Oh, he's run a bit harder. He's seen the bench. That's the hardest he's run all day. Did you see that? He's gone from third gear to fifth as soon as he realizes, oh, it's my turn to come on. Oh, at this point, don't come back on. Insulting.
I tell you what,
Like,
I'm glad that the sub's already been used.
Yeah. I'm glad it's best 18 in fantasy as well. Like, it sucks that we're going to lose cash on him, but at least we don't have to have his score because there's no way 4 of our rookies score less than him. McStay, he's got a couple options. Going to go
Coxie! Oh, that is nice. It's lovely. Is this going to take Mason Cox's...
Oh,
No?
that
I'll
was
stop there.
not what he wanted.
About to say was that take his score above our man's, but no, he's already above them on a 26.
He had about that at quarter time.
Or a 30 now for the kick and behind. 30 is above Davidson, above Sanders, above Fraser. He's above Fraser. This is turning out to be an absolute disaster.
Like, even Fraser, it feels like he's getting a free ride. Like, 29, that's not what we wanted when we brought him in this week, you know? Like, obviously, that's not a disaster score. But, like, if a Perryman's sitting on a 40 right now, or Sanders on a 40, we're probably complaining about that Fraser score. But there's more pressing matters, isn't there?
There are. Yes, bigger fires that need to be put out. Oh. You were talking about Perryman as a unique as well.
Yeah, that one's going to hurt. Wish we
Where is
joined the masses getting rid of him.
He has to be around there somewhere, right? Is he on field?
Take a Sanders handball in there.
Yeah, no, he's been off the field for 3 minutes.
Houston gets another touch. And again.
Houston. It was nearly Houston. We have a problem. Ball. Now, I think it's on the wrong wing for Perryman to... As in for Perryman to get on the field.
Get some mark out of Cox. Schultz, he's found plenty of it today. That's going to be a free kick for him as well. Elliott's put it inside 50. We'll have forward.
Alright. Who do
Have
you
him
reckon he's
stay waiting for him.
Yeah, who do you think's looking for here? Points to the goal square. This is just wobbler. To go! Oh! It gets body slammed.
Take a seat.
the Bailey to belly. To goey! Caught by the goalkeeper. Lob.
That's got to be deliberate. Surely. Oh, we got two of our guys on the bench right now, so we'd love a goal. Chance to make the sub.
Get through! Oh!
First.
Oh.
Wow.
Dale still on kick-ins.
Well, all right, we're going down the right wing, Bulldogs. I like this. Keep it going that way. We've got 5 pies waiting down the line.
Fuck me.
It's a big outnumber.
Oh!
Throw-in's a pretty good result for the Bulldogs there.
Go! Off you get, boys! Off you get, all of you! I see a Sanders.
See a Freya.
I see a Perryman. Come on, boys. Right. Big 3 minutes here. Big 3 minutes. God, it's just English getting completely worked under it again. Oh.
Did they get a Perryman handball?
Perryman, yes!
God, I hope it was a handball. Collingwood free. Dacos will take the advantage. Just go straight inside 50. Palmer should intercept and does.
All right, Fraser. Sanders, show yourselves. Fraser's
This is
calling.
not action.
Whoa. The old ground and pound. Man, you may get it to Davidson at least. Nice.
Not the best kick. Is that just on the full?
Oh,
It is. Perryman, you're there. Get this handball.
go! Work!
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Dacos, if you could give it to him a bit better than that, though. Christ.
Keep going. Now get back. Keep running. You were off the field for about 5 minutes. Oh, it's a few options here. And he picks out Jeremy Howe.
Right in the middle of all of them.
Oh.
You know who Jeremy Howe picks out? Yes, Perryman. He's just about
Get
double
back.
score in the last minute. Oh, is that Schultz waiting in the goal square if Cox can win it? Goes the soccer, the big fella. Next day.
And there it is! There is the Hall of Lame nominee in game number 2 of the round. Handball it!
A couple more steps himself.
Oh!
Like, I
What?
think he might be trying to pass it there. But, like, how do you overcook it that much?
Oh!
Jesus.
They're behind by 2.5 goals as well. No, they're not. They're in front. What am I on about?
They're
No, they're
behind
not.
by 5. Right?
I will
Yeah,
put
but
out there, my
it's
vision's
fine.
obstructed. Dude, I put myself into the hall. I'll join him. Good 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's still annoying how little. Maybe it's just Degoe back in the side. They've taken him all the way out.
Yeah, well, that was it. And they're still waiting on bloody Mitchell as well.
Well, Mitchell's more often than not even been in their best 22 the last couple of seasons. So he might just be on the outers anyway. Doctor just can't get rid of that one. It's just staying locked in.
Oh. Dacos. Can we get a late Perryman touch? Or there he is! I don't think they're going to give that as a handball.
We're not going to give it as the Sanders tackle either. See, I don't like the Sanders is waiting as that like 20 metres forward of the contest there too, at the stoppage. Like, that's not what he's
Quick
good
mark. Quick mark. Oh. Bloody hell. McStay would have put them in front. Well, 43-38 at half time.
It's a
Let's
game.
look at the points.
Great game of footy.
Yeah, at least there's that.
So
Not a
it's been
great
a tough one to match. Last night might be one of the games of the year. Like, I know it's early, but I was ripping some of the pressure numbers out of that.
Anyway, we got a couple forwards leading the line in Darcy and Schultz. Obviously, neither of them options. Dacos up to a 53. That's rough. We wanted to see his price keep on going down. Libba backing it up again, Nathan. Gonna eat your words yet?
Well, I wouldn't say it's like he's backing out like 45. He doubles that to a 90. That's about his price stat. That's not making him a great option, is it?
In the sort of game it's had, he's had plenty of it. English got up to a 42. What did I miss?
Yeah, him and Cameron both just getting enough of it. There's been a few more stoppages in that second quarter, so they're both just ticking over the hit-outs. Sharing them about even as well, 17 and 13.
Mm-hmm. Got to go in Dacos. Dacos off that half back to go back in the middle. just, yeah, still not options. I think, yeah, fuck it, I'm stalling. Freya's on a 33. And
let's move on. Like, you probably... What do we need at his price, do you think, for us to be happy?
Maybe a 70, 75?
I'd almost be pushing maybe the 80 mark, I think.
Really? Dudes...
Especially as a trade in this week as well. Like, when you could be bringing in a rookie that's going to make a good amount of cash on a 50 or 60. If you're bringing in Freya, you need that cash gen and it to be a good score. I feel like we're just not getting that right now, are we?
No, absolutely not. Sanders up to 28? That was a... Well, wait. Where's he gone? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Don't wait. They just took it to 24. Did you see that?
Yep. They've just taken a tackle off of him.
Oh!
Look, 4 handballs.
We're losing points when the game's not even being played.
Oh, yeah, it's one of those. Like, that's in general. That's just not good enough from Sanders. Like, I appreciate 4 tackles, right? We love that he wants to tackle. 4 disposals, all of them handballs. -8 meters gained. Like,
I was gonna point that out. What's going on in the meters gained?
Well, it's just a couple of backwards handballs. Like,
No, he's gone down to -8.
Like, that's poor. Same as last week. He had a bad start. He at least saved it a bit, but he's another one. Like,
has he got job security issues now?
Well, we're going to start worrying about that real soon. But I mean, he started the season priced at 64. Like, he's barely managed to scrape to that last week. And this week, like, it's not looking likely. Like, maybe he's traded out before Perryman. Like,
Jesus Christ.
But then you scroll down and Perryman is that few points below him. Jeez, you wouldn't mind getting rid of both of them, but probably Brett, like, are you really getting rid of both of them and jumping on like two rookies and just sitting with what, nearly $1 million in the bank? Like, you can't do that.
No. Probably not. Gosh. Oh, good fantasy watch along though.
Yeah, at least we got a good one.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what else we can yap about on in terms of fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, Perryman spent, what, a good half of that time matched up on Vandermeer. Like, we talk about, what if Perryman has a lockdown role in that midfield?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So they haven't put him to Liver, they haven't put him to Richards. Vandermeer. Well, who was predicting that? That's what their big signing was. Maybe it was like Houston to come in to get 5 touches and a half, and Perryman across to tag the Vandermeers of the world.
Yeah, I feel like he was.
I hate Vandermeer, by the way. I actually really like him.
You do. I like the hilarity behind it.
I just love the joke behind it, and I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah. Well, give some context to those that don't know what it was from.
Oh, it was just first crack maybe 2 years ago. David King talking about problems the dogs are having. That it might have been when West was just coming through or something like that. And they're just talking about, they've got all these nice young forward. And he's like, what do you mean? They're not nice forward. They've got $1 million Vandermeers. None of them are going to be the next level. I think he was trying to hype up Waitman as being like the only one that's really something. Mm-hmm. And they got $1 million Vandermeers.
Was he the nice one? You wouldn't mind your daughter going out with him? Or who was that around?
No, that was Corns talking about Essendon.
Just a lot of nice players. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, just looking at that Dacos stats line. 17 touches already. Fuck, he could have had a goal. You know, still got a good amount of kicks for an inside player mainly. Mark, couple tackles. Yeah, it's just what you expect from him.
Yeah.
So how's the time on ground looking? Because we've been moaning about them being stuck on the bench a few times. What are they looking like?
Well, it was about 70% for Perryman when I was looking at it. I think Sanders was pretty similar.
Yeah.
Freya was pushing a bit higher. Was he 80%?
Not quite.
Well, 80%'s fine. 80%'s about the average, right?
It is, because you have to remember these guys are playing those main running roles. It's not like they're just sat in a goal square or, just on a player that run around. So they're naturally going to have that less time on ground.
But, yeah, I think, well, the big complaint was mainly just the 10-minute block for Perryman to start the game on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
That was an absolute killer, but hey, he probably wouldn't have touched it anyway, right? Based on the rest of the half.
Yeah. Oh, wonder what they're talking about in the game. Sort of insights. What are you still got Dogs winning this one?
Yeah, I'm happy enough with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously Collingwood took back a lot of momentum.
Yep.
I think back end of that quarter it leveled out again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we might as well just chat a little bit about tomorrow's night. Tomorrow night's days games as well. Well,
go through the whole rest of the round.
Yeah, figured as much. So my plans are called off for Sunday's game, so that's something to be excited about at least. Bombers, Crows. Now I can't remember who, but it was someone putting out a stat about our man, was it Durham that popped off last week? I think Caldwell. Sorry, I did that in the review show as well, getting them confused. But anyhow, Caldwell about a stat of him in terms of centre bounces, and gee, if he keeps this up, he might be keeping that kind of role.
Yeah, but you got to think if it's going to be good for Essendon. Like, it's not just does he get the ball, but is it actually best for Essendon going forward? Because obviously Merritt's in there. Like, that's number one magnet, the only one that can't move.
Well, even then, he's been playing less. He's been just dropping back a little bit. Yeah, anywho.
I think one watch I'll have on that one, we've got Draper and Peatling both on the bench. Curtin on the bench as well. I'm thinking Curtin's the sub. But it'll be a wait and see for that one. If it is a Peatling or Draper sub, I'm going to be pretty upset.
Yeah.
I think Peatling should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Really, they both should be okay. It's hard to see them being a sub over a Dan Curtin.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, Rochelle's not going to be sub. Michaelani's not going to be sub.
No.
So it could be
Dawson, Nathan, I'm just trying to find the stats for how generous Essendon were in terms of giving up points. Number 5 for points against. So they're looking like a friendly matchup just based off last season. Could this be another big one for Dawson?
I mean, it definitely could. I'm hoping it won't be. It's always going to be a bit harder travelling. Not that he's bad on the road, Dawson. It's not a Noah Anderson type situation. But
well, we put that to bed though last week, right?
Wow, that was West Coast. I don't know if that puts it to bed, does it?
Yeah, no, fair enough. No, it doesn't.
It's a step, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think that's probably about it for that game. Who do we have tipped?
Yeah. I mean, you look at Rankin as well, I suppose, if he keeps that midfield spot. But other than that, the rookies and stuff. Crows, obviously. Maybe 20. I think I'm happy with.
So I can see Essendon winning this one. I'm happy to back them in at home.
See, I think you should start doing that because you said, I can see Dogs getting off in this game. They're looking like they're tracking alright. You said you could see the Richmond game being close. You should have tipped it. Imagine where you'd be placed in tipping at the moment.
Probably not too much better. What I have, I went the 5 out of 9 last week, so I wouldn't be that much better. But we'll see. I do have Essendon tips early on for this one, so I'm happy with them. Like they played all right last week.
Yeah,
and I think Adelaide, as good as they looked, they always smashed St Kilda. especially over there. So
Yeah, you mentioned
some of that you got to consider the opposition, right? Like,
I'm
what
also
it
just
is.
quite hot on the Crows generally in terms of the season. So yeah, nothing against Essendon.
Port v
Port
Richmond.
now. Yeah, you'd want to be getting a big score if you're Port in this, wouldn't you? Think
Needs to be a
anything else
booster.
other than a blowout is scary territory.
And Fantasy Watch, Rosie and Horn Francis need to absolutely smash it out the park. A lot of us are going to have Rosie either captained or vice captained.
It's on my vice.
And then from a Richmond perspective, Trainer and Short off the halfbacks.
Yeah, it's just your rookies, isn't it?
And then Law. That's really it.
Yep, pretty much. I saw No Finlayson listed early.
Yeah, he's out for the Christian Moraes debut.
Wow. Oh.
Probably a sub, looking at their bench. Maybe Joe Berry's the sub, but...
Nah. I think he's fine. Looked good as well, Berry. Looked lively.
See how that one goes. I assume we're both tipping Richmond, right?
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Oh, who are you tipping in this game?
The Premiers. Well, my tips, I've got St Kilda for the next one. Obviously, there's bias there. But we do go all right against Geelong, for what it's worth. Like they've been better than us the last couple of years, and we've beaten them at Marvel. So that's the hope. You'd expect a response, even from a weaker side. You expect a response in terms of effort. So, yeah, obviously, there's a bit of wishful thinking in that, but I don't think it's as one-sided of the tip as people are making it out anyway.
Okay, I think we'll agree to disagree on it. Saw what Geelong could do against probably a much better side than St Kilda, I think. Yeah,
but
just that
before we
pressure.
go into the fantasy side of that game, Ian Johnson, very observant. Horse has had a bit of a makeover.
An upgrade or a downgrade?
Nah, it's a downgrade. But, hey,
Oh.
what can we do? What can we do? We can't compete with genetics.
No.
He's just got one over us.
Yeah, the great man. Fantasy Watch. Now, I heard Ross talking about Windhager possibly going to Smith in this game. Not that we're going to be trading him out anytime soon, but just a watch if anyone was maybe thinking of vice or captaining him off the back of the last.
I'm in that boat. I've got the captaincy on him. I'm expecting to have Rose as my score, right, with the vice. But Bailey Smith was sitting there as the next in line. Because I don't have too many other players after that. It's the only other one would be Sherry against Gorn. I guess Brayshaw against Swans could be okay too, but I don't mind the idea of Bailey Smith under the roof. But yeah, obviously the tag concern. Hopefully Rosie just scores 140 and none of this.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to be making another decision. We need to make a sound effect for was it Big Call Montagna? We need one for you, Nathan. Captaining Baz, yeah. Don't mind it, to be fair.
But lots of players, so obviously my boy Nevitt. Hoping he backs up with another big score.
Big horse.
You've got Holmes on debut for you. So
fuck, dude. If he flops after the other trade as well, because he talked about Prime maybe going well.
I mean, I wouldn't be too shocked if a Windhager goes to a Holmes. I could see that happening too.
Don't.
On the
I hate when you talk like that.
Saints side of things, you've still got Garcia hoping for a bit more this week. Paul, depending on the brought him in. Isaac Keeler on debut. It'll be interesting to see between him and Caminiti, which one's playing forward, which one's playing back. I think Keeler's more likely to play back, which could make him an option. If he's got that, because it won't just be a lockdown role, he'll actually take some intercepts. The big one as well, Harry Boyd gone from the side. I sort of made this call, maybe 10 minutes into the first quarter watching the game last week. I thought just a couple of his efforts looked awful. He looked like he was in worse shape than I did. So St Kilda going to go with the clearly not fully fit Marshall as a solo ruck. Because
hobbling around. What does that say about their faith in Big Boydie?
Yeah. So I think that covers that game. Brisbane West Coast.
Yeah. Here, I
So,
want to give a mention to Wangan and Miller as well in that too.
yes.
Just as a
He'll,
watch.
he'll track along. If you own him, I'm sure he'll score another 100 for you this week, same as usual.
Yeah. Could have owned him. Just didn't have the bottle for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moves on to Sunday, don't it?
Yep. So
Game.
Lions versus Eagles. You got Will McLaughlin debut. Probably makes him the sub.
It does. It definitely does, which means Ashcroft.
Could be a Bruce Revel, but yeah, it'll mean Ashcroft isn't starting as a sub this week.
Must trade in.
Yeah, he'd be right towards the top of that.
Yeah.
It's probably
Him and
not
Lindsay.
too much fantasy relevance outside of that for Brisbane. Will Ashcroft was a definite letdown last week for anyone that wanted to go off him. I think everyone else is just sort of fully priced, aren't they?
Yeah. God, we were looking at Hutchinson Hewitt forward line for that long, and he looks like he's taken the bull by the horns. Was he playing on a? I don't think I watched the West Coast game. Was he playing on a wing?
Who's this for?
Playing centre-backs for Hutchinson. He scored
Oh,
great.
well, I wouldn't. He's one of their outs this week. So
Wait, what?
yeah, he's been dropped. We're not bringing Hutchinson in. Keep up there, lad. Hewitt is on the interchange.
They bring my man Petruccelli in at least. That's good.
I think he should be, and he's not even an emergency either, by the way. Allen makes his way to the emergencies.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
so
probably
he's
not
not even
too
a trade-in.
much at West Coast that we're really looking at. Like, yeah, just looking through their squad, it really would just be Hewitt, maybe if you wanted, and then just knowing that we're 1 week closer to Bo Allen. That's about it. Tim, I assume both have West Coast bouncing back.
No,
Right?
no, we don't. Don't even joke
Should
about
be
it. All right,
making
well,
right
we
work.
are that close to bounce. I think it'll be a good little third quarter activity going over the
Yep,
the next couple of
absolutely.
games. Just the final
Counter six
half-time
for this
sign goes
bounce.
off. Yeah, we'll do. Have I fallen behind a little bit? Or you just send it up?
Hopefully not. But if we are, I'll try and sync up with you on the go.
Yeah, they're just talking about the
The crisp record,
Yeah, it's incredible.
soon to be crisp record.
Yeah. Don't quite put him in the same sort of bracket as him, do we? But should we?
Nah.
Just trying to bait something out of you there, I feel.
I know Wilkie's still on his tracks. He's not missed a game since debut.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good start. Very good start from you.
All right. Siren's going.
All right.
Whistle's gone.
Now, is this going to make it all about himself in this one?
Bont's in the coach's box, taking the helm. He's in the crowd in the first half. Is he? They sacked Bevo. Sacked him second quarter.
And bounce.
Yeah, we're pretty synced up.
Lovely. Well, he was on the field earlier, Nathan, when they were like clapping all the Bulldogs legends. He was on there?
Yeah, I did see that.
Perryman with an early kick. Let's go. Oh,
Good stay.
he's not having a great one. Good mark in the crowd.
Need a much better half from a fantasy perspective. Darcy, they're going to take it off him. He wanted another
Oh!
game.
Not 15.
That should be intercepted. Just going to be punched over by Lipper.
Alright.
Another throw-in.
Early kick for Perryman. I like it. A kick a minute, Nathan. We're golden.
Yeah, that's all he has to do. It's that easy. Now, if he can go a kick a minute, can Sanders get one kick this half? That's going to be the watch for us.
Oh,
Norton
ball.
spun around in circles. He might have been tripped at the end. No, it's just going to be holding the ball.
Yeah, good second effort from Moore. I thought he shrugged it off, but no.
Free
Kept
kick
the
out,
faith and kept it
17-9. Collingwood fans.
Oh, no.
Probably not anymore.
Oh, no.
Wow. Darcy.
Oh! What did we just... So, that would have been a Perryman +6 as well, Nathan. I just want to put that out there.
He's missed Perryman with the kick. That might have been taking your Hall of Lane spot for the week. We're going to get a Perryman +6 anyway, though.
Okay. All is forgiven.
Run past Perryman. Ah.
Nah, he just doesn't have that... Yeah.
Well, he's not being brought in for his ball use, right? So if he's playing down back, they're not going to be looking for him. That's the problem. If he's in the guts, they don't need to be looking for him. He just hunts the ball.
Already there. Yeah. Play on. Lobster with a +6.
Sanders starting the quarter on the bench as well. Unfortunately
Yikes.
for us.
Look, I feel like a lot of people will have Sanders, so I'm, not too upset about that. Ooh.
Well, he probably did
Ooh.
enough last week.
Ooh.
That could be bad. Liberatore limping a bit. No, I really can't tell how he's hurt himself.
Free Josh
Pendles
Dacos.
goes to Josh Dacos, inside 50. McStay just can't get involved. Schultz with a good crumb.
Oh!
As well. You'll be happy with that one. He's having a great game, Schultz.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, probably could have been a push. Just selling the candy to the lobster, though. Wow.
Oh, the hands are pretty far out from McStay, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's got some jumper as well. You could even argue a hold, not even a push.
Anyway, Collingwood fans will keep booing. That's for certain.
Probably. And even on a special occasion for the Dogs, they're probably going to be outnumbered in the crowd by the Pies. That's just how it usually goes at the G. They're going to be out again.
Fuck!
Penalty
Stop
and
giving it
taken.
to Dacos.
Carlos does well to spoil, but it's just going to drop to McCrew. They're all over him.
Yeah, hot start for the Pies.
Yeah.
Just movement. Dacos, Pendlebury, back to take. Yeah, and then a kick. Yeah, that's that run that they've gotten back. I've loved how on both of the replays of both the goals, I think it's Lipinski's just been top of screen on a wing, just calling for it. I don't think they're looking to go wide when they've got the ball down corridor.
But he's got to do it.
Oh, do we see a Sanders anywhere? See a Fraser who gets it out, and he gets it back. Good him again. Oh,
I do love that. And then go
oh.
for Darcy. My Coleman kick looking good.
It's looking great.
Wow. Like, how do you defend that?
Look at how high
Look at
he's taken it.
Darcy Moore is not a small man. He's at full reach trying to spoil that. And it's like when you're holding a toy away from a toddler or something. Like, you just can't reach it. And
Oh,
he's hit the first 2 posters. He could
well,
have
he should have 5 because both of those were, should have been goals. That's gonna hurt with the ranking points, Nathan, isn't it?
It'll hurt a bit for those. Doesn't hurt his fantasy points, but
Next day, it's just great Marco along the front. Gonna look with Perryman. Perryman drifting in corridor. No, and we're gonna give him kick mark to Dacos.
Don't they know Perryman's the future of their club? Future Brownlow medalist. No one said that about Dacos.
Up they go. Chris the
Good
man
tackle
gets the
from
kick
Dale.
away.
Membry
Maybe gets kicked. Haven't seen much of him.
You just had the one disposal at the halftime break.
Not
There's
15,
no way
surely.
that's 15.
Oh, you hear that whistle?
Oh my god. This is where we need Perryman getting it. Those are just an Norton free kick.
Yeah.
It's going to go down the line to Libba. Call to play on. They'll send it forward. Looking long. Darcy's going to go for it. Surely a chop in the arms, no? He asked the umpire.
Oh. He's just the man, isn't he, at the moment?
Freya. Should have done the handball. He's just never going to get that kick away, was he?
No, fuck. Sanders is looking like a sub risk, man. Cameron.
Go out.
Just runs
Get
away
another
from Chris.
stoppage. I mean, we like these repeat stoppages. All of our boys are out there. All of them are at this contest. Let's just hope they actually get it. English can tap it down. Just going to scrap
Anyone we
around
want
from
in the frame? Anyone that we want?
Eventually,
Yes.
we get a handball from Freya. Dale's going to go around the corner. Long ball. English! Waiting forward.
Oh!
Just blocked off by side bottom a little bit. Good positioning.
Great use of the body from the underman.
And it might just go out for another throw in just on the wing.
Oh!
No, it's going to stay in. As Elliott's foot gets caught up in some of the camera cabling.
Oh!
Good pressure from Collingwood. Oh, he holding the ball. And then Lob just slung onto the boundary line. Wow. Gotta be careful they don't reverse it. Is that a shoulder out of the socket? Taking a while to get up there, Lob.
Not fun. Not fun.
This would be a great time for a sideways kick to Perryman. If he can get on the end of one of those.
Yeah, there he is. Oh, I don't think he's particularly bothered.
But instead, they go to a Dacos again. You're going to have to just throw it straight inside. Elliott with good crumbs. Lipinski, he finally gets a touch. It goes to Schultz. Top of the square. McStay's headbutted the goalpost in the air. A little bit of inaccuracy this game. Dale, that's a dangerous kick down the middle. Finds English. And that might be 50.
It is. Your man.
Howe. So Freya waiting sort of top of the 50. He's going to go early with the kick, though, to Norton.
It's great. Not just go
Should be
back
within
himself.
range. Might still look for a pass. Might just put a top of the square to Darcy. It's probably a more likely result than a shot on goal at this point. just a pop-up kick for English.
Oh.
Probably should have held on to that. Pinsky's done well to spoil, but I feel like English has had enough. He should be too strong for him, really. Just taps it down. Perriman's waiting for the handball receive and just never gets it.
Oh, now, is he going to go into an area to receive this kick?
Well, they're going to kick at the opposite wing, so I'm going to say no.
And
Darcy Moore's going to take a bounce. Is he? Nah, he doesn't want to bounce it. Elliott went for an early fly, never got close to the ball. Just moving it too fast right now. Dogs can't really get back. Looking for another goal here. Schultz just
had a good one, hasn't he?
Round today. Will he go top of the square instead, though? Looking for a Cox type option. Cameron, the one that leaps for it, just can't get it.
Sanders is in and around it.
In and around it, but not getting it.
And Davidson's not going to be able
Doctor
to get
does get it, but doesn't get rid of it. Yeah, Freya on a 42. Just ticking along, but not as much as we want him to. And then, yeah, still just the 31 for Perryman and the 24 for Sanders. He's
Davidson
just not moving.
to Freya.
Yeah, I think Sanders might be gone before Perryman is, but it's tough because, I mean, neither of them looks like they've had the role right. They've both been out of the middle.
Well, if you're managing to downgrade if he does keep this form, if you're downgrading elsewhere around the ground, you could be getting Sanders. It'd be quite a jump, but could you get him up to a Rankin?
Well, if you're doing two players, like if you're getting both of them down, for example, then that should be an easy one to get them up to a Rankin type. So you'd have the money for that. But you don't want to be doing two mid-prices down. And then it also depends on what lines you're getting other players. Like, if I'm looking at my team, I want to be bringing in a midfield rookie. So if I'm getting rid of a forward and a defender, thankfully I could manage one with that utility spot, just move them around a little. But then I'm bringing in at least one player from a forward or a back line that I'm not as keen on. Like, maybe Rankin can be one that comes in, but that's about it. They've just, neither of them have had their role tonight. Like, Perryman, I don't know what's happened to him and why he's got no shot in the midfield tonight. Sanders, I mean, I would have thought coming into the season he's probably, fourth Dogs mid maybe? Like, obviously Bont, Liver, Richards are ahead of him. You could argue him as the fourth. And they've got, Treloar as well, and he'd be the fifth. And then they're missing Treloar, they're missing Bont. You'd think he'd be the third fiddle, and he's just not.
Dale with another kick out. Then gets it back. Fuck, that's lovely.
We actually get a Sanders touch. Is he still going to go for a handball? He's kicked it. Wow.
Oh, get it back to him.
Maybe that's why he's not kicking it. It looks like that. Chance for Howe to just send Collingwood away. He's going to get it back. Just great ball movement. You go inside 50.
Lobs back.
Lob on Elliott. What a matchup. Ball's on ground level now. Elliott should clean up. Hands it to McCreery. Great vision from McCreery. Spotting Lipinski. Couldn't hold the mark. Good tackle from Davidson as well after the spoil. But Lipinski should be holding on to that one. Great kick from McCreery as well. Freya going to clear the ball out of the defence. Dolan going to try and crumb it. Might get a free for holding. Doesn't. It's going to stay in play.
Goodness.
Just a very scrappy game.
Combined.
Sanders with the softest tackle you'll ever see.
Yeah, well, take that.
Maybe this will be one of those ones that they take away at halftime or full time.
No. Oh, it doesn't.
Pinsky with a good bend and finds member inside 50. Yeah, suddenly Sanders has got 14 points in the last 2 minutes. It's like you can really burst your scoring up quickly. He overtakes Perryman again. They're just taking in turns fighting for who's going to be traded out of our teams this week, it feels like. And Freya's up to a 48. Memory, our kick looks pretty good. Doesn't have the distance. Lob on the line with the spoil.
Wow. He's back him to have that in his locker.
Yeah, it's been a very fast-paced game lately. Maybe lost a bit of run, bit of power in the legs. That's a good spoil from the Doctor. They're going to get it on to Dolan. They're just going forward at all costs, but they're outnumbered. I think that's probably a good result for the Dogs, just having a throw-in, 50 out from goal. It does feel like Collingwood are just starting to get a lot more run. Their transition game this quarter has looked so much better than the Dogs. It's probably a bit of clearance work and then just inaccuracy keeping Dogs in it right now. They need to find something different. Maybe that something different is Sanders in the midfield. That's what we're hoping. Chance for a Dale intercepts. Oh, that's a good tackle from Schultz. Schultz again. It's just everywhere today. The Dogs finally work it forward. They got a bit of space, but I feel like Collingwood just have all the numbers inside 50 already. They've already got it clogged up. Yep.
Up they go.
That's exactly what's happened.
Yeah.
Very easy intercept mark for Jeremy Howe.
It's another Dacos kick mark.
A Dacos kick into a Houston kick. Sanders, just a small handball in there. Davidson's actually dodged a handball. You don't see that very often. But the Dogs could actually have a bit of run here. That's the next one that's been troubling them. They just can't get it inside 50. Is that West out the back? Finally, they're going to get a shot at goal. It's been a while.
Yeah, exactly. The game's sort of been getting away from them, but this is a big kick, I reckon. Big kick for this state of the game. Dale's been looking good as well. How good is it, Freya?
It's good that we got Freya and Sanders both in that chain as well. Getting it
okay.
Forward. Granted, Sanders was one handball, but, it's something. West go on the drop punt from the difficult angle. It's not a bad kick. It's going to get there.
Fantastic.
Massive goal.
Might take the moment to take a quick score update. How are we looking? Dacos is up and up, which, yeah, is a captain option as well for people that own him too. That's scary for us. Who
I think
else
most
doing
people
his
that own
thing?
Dacos they're probably going to drop off later in the season. They weren't prioritising their cash gen as much.
Thought Dale would have more than a 54. Fraser up to a 50. That's great.
Well, is it great? I don't know about
Davidson,
great.
from where he was.
He's on track for sub 70. Like, if
Sanders
I
up to
told you he was going to get 67, 68 points this week, you're not trading him in, are you?
I probably still would have just because of that low break even, but yeah, it's still, you'd prefer more. Davidson on a 46, doing his job. Sanders up to a 42.
Liberatorio with the handball to Sanders inside 50. He just desperately wants to handball it. He's refusing to kick it. They go forward. Darcy just can't hold on to it.
Square and kick, but 2-on-1.
Arms tries to get there late. It's going to be a free kick against. Crisp with the contested mark. Well, yeah, Freya 50. It's not what we wanted, but more pressing matters right now. Sanders 42. Again, like last week, he's lifted a little, but it's still not a great score. Perryman 31 is atrocious. Like, that's an absolute disaster pick at this point. Like, what looked like a comfortable lock.
There's Jekyll's fucking Dacos. Oh, he slipped. Pendlebury! He's raised the arms. He's going to be holding the ball.
Yeah. Well, as we approach three-quarter time, I think we had 2 games left of the round to cover.
Yeah, we do.
Just to preview. So,
yeah, we'll
move on to North Melbourne versus Melbourne. Got obviously the big ruck battle is what we're going to be watching the most. Sherry and Gawn, both popular picks. We've both got Sherry, and depending on how things go, might have him captain. Pending on Rosie. Obviously, some rookies. You've got Lindsay out on the wing again for Melbourne. Looked great last week. Langford completely dropped from the side, so he's an absolute trade out if you had him.
Still be a watch.
Constanti still on the bench for North. He's all right. It's probably rookies you put ahead of him. What have I heard in the background? Is that another Collingwood goal?
Side bottom, yeah. Did touch on Finn O'Sullivan as well.
Yeah, like O'Sullivan should be better. I'm sure he'll be fine. Obviously, we'll watch Powell again, see if he can.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Obviously, he doesn't need to do the score he did last week, but if he's getting close to that, definitely one to
people
watch.
Went him early as well.
Yeah, a couple of Sheezel owners.
Yeah, Petrarch keeps going the way he is.
How are we feeling about our tip for that one? Do we give North a chance?
No.
No? Okay. Great chat. In-depth analysis right there.
It's a yes or no answer.
Well, you could still give more.
I think Melbourne showed enough, and I'm not quite a Melbourne hater. I'm still a Melbourne doubter in terms of the whole, culture scene and whatnot. But they showed enough against the Giants for me. I think they can get the job done against a bottom 4 team. You know.
Yeah, I think I had Melbourne much higher than you.
Sanders. Handball.
Gosh. He just doesn't want
Whoa, Houston. That's not the kick.
I think I'm with you. Melbourne should win this one.
Yep.
I just back them a lot more than North. I don't think North will be all that much better this year than they've been the last, 5-6 years where they're going 3 wins a season. Hopefully they can get 4 or 5, but I don't see them pushing that finals race or anything like that. Can't see anywhere where that happens. And then last game of the round, got Dockers versus Swans, which think it might be game of the round, honestly. I think
Yeah,
two sides that don't have a win yet this season, funnily enough, but
we probably should.
they're sides that lots of people could have very realistically said top four at the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Sydney, you don't want to be losing your first 3 games of the year, right? Like, it's a tough climb back to top four from there. Freo, just the 1 loss so far, but obviously they'll want to be doing a bit better than they did last week, getting absolutely pumped down at Cardinia Park. We get to see Shea Bolton in Freo colours for the first time, so that'll be a good watch. Rasmus listed on the bench. We'll see if he's sub. If he's not sub, he might be a sub risk. But if he actually just plays every week, like, he can be a great pick for us. Who else do we have? We've got O'Driscoll out on the wing. Solid mid-pricer. Still think he's a reasonable trade target for our teams. Brayshaw could be a captaincy option as well, if you want to fall back on that one. Last game of the round.
Yeah.
Should be all right. Usually does a bit better at Optus than he does away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's Freo covered. Reed still in there. Just, if you got him, just hope he puts up respectable scores while we offload the Perrymans of the world that are leaking cash.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sydney, we've got the 2 rookies in Riley Bice, Tom Hanley. Actually, a third one in Corey Warner. Where's he listed? He's on the interchange.
Yep.
All of those feel like solid options. None of them are like must trades or anything like that to bring in, but you're happy enough with them. Premium wise or mid price, right? We've got Roberts. Will be another watch. Went okay
Definitely.
last week. Nothing special.
No.
I feel like that's it for Sydney. Am I missing anyone?
You are. You're missing the most important man. Sheldrick's back in the squad.
Oh, God. Well, give it about 10 minutes. He'll be subbed. He'll probably start sub, honestly, looking at that bench.
Probably.
So they're probably not likely to start Laddams or McLean as a sub. Warner was great last week. Jordan was great last week. Yeah, can't see those not happening. As we hit 3/4 time, Pies up by 8. An actual game to watch. No such curse exists for our watch-along streams. Thank goodness for that.
Not yet.
And then I guess we're just going to cover tips for Freo Sydney. Who do we have?
I have Freo. I've still got them in the top. Yeah, finishing top 4 as well. I think they're just too good. Yeah, Bolton back will be a boost. Still waiting on Young, but
Sydney 0-3.
Well, one of them has to be.
Oh no, Freo will be 0-2. They're not at 3 yet.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on Sydney 0-3. We're just tough. Like, you look at what they've lost to. They lose to Hawthorn, Brisbane, Freo. It's not like they're blowing games that should be comfortable wins or anything. Like, Hawthorn look like they could be premiership favourites right now. Brisbane looked pretty good in their first game. But reigning premiers, you expect it to be a challenge, and then
pretty much without Neil and Ashcroft as well.
Yeah. Freo at Optus is just a tough trip in footy.
And I mean, yeah, it's not to say you can't go all the way from finishing 0-3. Well, starting 0-3, am I right?
Well, they were. I don't know. Might be going back to like 2015 or something like that. I don't know if someone in chat can remember, but I feel like Sydney were like 0-7 or something, and they still played finals one year.
Wow.
I know last year Hawthorn were 0-5, and they made it. So,
well,
it's not like it can't happen. And it's not like we've seen Sydney play badly either in their first 2. Like, they're both very gettable games.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, well, got a 3/4 time review of our game. Dacos up to a 94. He could be knocking the door of a 130 plus here, I think. That's terrifying to even think about people doubling that too. Ugh. Yuck. Liver's moving up to an 85. He should be going 100 plus from there. How are our lads looking? Fraser didn't move off that 50. Yuck.
Yeah, I
Sanders
don't know
up
how
to a
you can be
48?
happy with that.
No.
Sanders 48, same thing. You can't be happy with it. Like, all right, it's improvement after that first quarter, but does he need to change his pre-game routine? Like, what's happening? Still only
Do what he was doing
8
before the Pracky games.
It's just, I don't get how he can be scoring so poorly. Like, for how much we paid for him, this just
8
isn't good
touches.
enough.
8 touches for him too.
Yeah,
And he's
he
still
could
in
be
the
another
negative
rookie.
3 meters gained.
Yeah, that's
Anywho,
even after a kick. Davidson, see, him, we're happy with that score. We didn't pay up for him, so tick that one off. Only question would be, do you loop his scoring? You're probably not. Like, if you've got, like, let's say it's a Garcia at your FCX, you're probably going to take a crack at Garcia's score over, let's say it's a 60 from the doctor.
I feel sick.
Then, yeah, 31 Perryman. That's awful. How would you feel about owning Ash right now? I think you'd be feeling a bit better if you're done Perryman out, gone to Stewart, or just gone all the way down to a Prior.
Too soon. Too
It's just not
soon.
good feeling. Like,
Oh.
if it makes you feel better, I'm going to be sitting here all week not watching, or watching but not owning Lindsay and Ashcroft generating cash for people because I couldn't get up to them. And I've still got Perryman. I've still got Sanders. Like,
The car is driving away from my garage, dude.
even Freya being brought in, I could have found something cheaper to take his place, and that would have given me the cash to get one of those rookies in. But I thought, no, Freya can push an 80 for us at least. Make some cash. Like, if he's getting 80, that's nearly the same cash gen as what an Ashcroft or a Lindsay gives us anyway. But while generating a better score. But, geez, it's tough to see an 80 happening from here, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, hopefully it'll be a good final quarter. Hey, hopefully Collingwood don't just run away with it.
Now, fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm.
Even just for the tips, fingers crossed. Love the dog to pull it back, get that perfect round.
I haven't seen a goal from Norton yet. Well,
He's not touched it much. Couple of marks higher up the ground. But, yeah, inside 50. All about Darcy.
yeah.
With those ranking points, Libba and Darcy up top for a Footscray 100-year celebration. Not a bad couple of names. And Dave let's just talk about the father-son real quick. How fair it is.
Oh,
Any good St Kilda player has daughters. Always great. Oh, days.
God, Libba's had 30
They're even
touches.
talking about like Tassie when they come in. If it's a Tassie-born player, their kids can play there. I'm sitting there thinking, all we've got is Nick Rigault's kids. That's all we've got. Don't take them from us as well. Please. We have such a little amount to be happy about. Let us have that. All right, Siren's gone.
Back as
Last
we zoom
quarter.
into the G. Umpire walking, and for those wanting to sync up, there is our bounce. English winning first hit out. Going direction of Dogs. Just going to be a stoppage. Still in the full center square. Ooh.
And there is a Sanders and Perryman starting on the bench as well. Which is not what you want. That's a great kick from Howe. Finding Schultz again. Hope our players are taking notes from what Schultz is doing. Doesn't even have a good goal, but he still finds it.
Hard now.
Just runs past his man. English.
They're
Definitely having a better game than he had last week.
Darcy again?
Doesn't give the handball to Freya. Probably would have been tackled immediately. He did give the handball off.
No one. Got to be a
Moore.
mark.
That was just a good spoil from Moore.
Oh, a bit of miscommunication.
That Dacos and Schultz couldn't work it out. Richard's just going to send a long hack of a kick inside 50. I guess they'll have to settle for a throw-in in their forward pocket.
Vandermeer's done well to have to force the spoil from Quainer. I thought he was getting there comfortably.
Well, Dogs have made their sub. It's not Sanders, so yay. At least he wasn't subbed off.
Some faith in there from Bevo at least.
Just couldn't get it out.
Oh, done well to get out from Cameron. Looking to get it rolling, and the intercept from the Eiffel Tower himself. He's going to put that out in front of Hill. It's one hell of a chase from Davidson now. And
Running hard, but yeah. Hill had a bit of a head start in that race. That's not someone you can give a head start to.
No.
That's it. I don't imagine that was Davidson's opponent either.
No.
He would have been making that effort as a winger, trying to chase down the forward pocket.
It was that scene of we saw Finn O'Sullivan have to do that. He managed to hold them up last week off an opposite wing as well.
Yeah, you can't go they've had possession 60 out from goal there, the Dogs. You're already down a goal. You turn it over, goes down the other end. That's poor.
Maybe it was his direct opponent.
He's at least rolled up to him. Lobster's tried to get there as well.
We're up.
He was never catching up though.
Get in there. Oh, jump on it, Freya.
Just not finding it as much as we'd like. I like that he's been spending a lot of time in the middle.
Oh, Cameron's dropped to his knees in that ruck contest and won himself a high free kick. Ooh, risky to Josh.
As well. Is it maybe just a bad thing that Frey's... Oh, he gets a handball there. Is it maybe a bad thing that Frey's in the middle? Because he probably can find it off half back, whereas Sanders can't find it off half forward. Maybe we have to hope
1 bounce, 2 bounce.
that change happens. Not a bad kick from Richards, just a little too short of Darcy. Collingwood should be able to calmly distribute this one. It's going to be a crisp free kick as well. They had the numbers, Dogs.
Where's Perryman?
He started on the bench this quarter, along with Sanders.
Sanders is just coming on. I think I saw him running. Spoiled out
this
from
contest, and he's going to get the handball
There it is.
received. And he's going to
he doesn't want it again.
handball, helping those meters gained. Does Perryman want to get up off the bench as well? While we're here, we've got a stoppage at the bench. It's a great chance to get on the ground. God. Who's going to...
Go for it.
Nice
Go for it. Oh.
Freya just misses the tackle. Pendlebury dancing around them.
Oh, my God.
Pendlebury to Chris. They got numbers all over the 50.
That, as a Dogs fan, as a Dogs fan, if I was a Dogs fan, that would just be so frustrating. How many missed tackles were there in this chain? So 1 on Pendlebury. Just works his way through another 2. Yeah. Long.
And that's a senior
just-
player like kid too.
Yeah.
And then at that point, like, Collingwood just have, 3 players open inside 50?
Yeah. And if they kick a goal off this...
Which they don't, McStay not having a night.
Yeah, it's a let off. That's still in it.
It's only 3 goals. Like, it's a very gettable comeback.
It is.
But they just, at least from 5-10 minutes left in the third,
Yeah,
they've just
they've
not
got to...
close to Collingwood, have they?
No, have to find it. Some fight from somewhere. Just need someone to stand up here and, get the team going. Who wants to do it, though?
A couple of players losing side of the ball.
Yeah, and now they're going to go over the top again.
Oh,
Whoa!
bit of leapfrog going on there between Williams and McCreary. Going to try and work it out. Collingwood players all around them.
Got to compete. That's good from Richards. Back with the flight. Collingwood
Compete,
still holding on to it. Are we going to get a Perryman kick out of this? Or is that Houston?
That was Houston.
That's Houston.
If you want to have a guess where he is, look to the bottom of your screen.
Yes, great.
It's going to be...
Oh, Freya, get it! Well done. All right, where's Sanders? Sanders is there. Good.
Even handballed it forward.
Back to Freya. This is what we want to see. Back to Sanders.
Fully.
No!
You can tell we're a fantasy watch-along stream, guys, because most people will be talking about what great pressure from the Pies. That's not what we're here for. We're not here for that. We're here for these plus threes, ticking along.
Freya again. Sanders again.
Take a bow, lads.
Kick it to Perryman now.
He's still on the bench.
Oh my god.
We're 7 minutes into the quarter and he's not moved.
Hill was
switched out to the opposite flank.
One of the deepest men back.
Inside 50. Bit more of a poking kick.
Whoa!
Wise. Not a free kick against. I'm a bit surprised by that one.
Davidson, that's not the kick.
Oh no. Membry.
Come on, Sanders. Freya.
Another touch. The Dogs could be out here. But this is where
they're smart here.
Guys have just been getting back before them every time.
Yeah.
He needs to look right. They've got a couple
Harms was sprinting up the field. Davidson. Great mark. Albeit 2-on-1. Eyes darting around. Going to go central.
Pass.
Dale.
Inside 50.
Darcy! Who else?
They're going to pay it. Well, we need to know who would step up.
This guy's a cheat code. This is reminding me of fucking Hogan in that prelim.
Gosh. Yeah, just such great reach from him, isn't it?
Everything, yeah. He'd be deceptively strong as well, because he's never getting bumped off any of these either.
Well, he's had 3 goals and 2 hit that left goal post. Dogs really need this one. And that one's straight down the middle.
That is going to pick them off.
9-point game.
Yeah, well, I said they needed someone to stand up, and my God, is this guy trying to put the Dogs on his back?
Well, he's nearly overtaken Dacos in the scoring as well. 96 he's up to. Not that you're ever taking a key forward in fantasy. Well, like the only time that was ever an option was with Rewalt, and that was a bit of a different story of his marking game. Freya up to a 62, so 12 points for the quarter. Been getting involved. That's good for us. Sanders up to a 54, so he's going to save his score again. But that 31 Perryman, that is not getting saved. That's just awful. He's probably going to like you trade him out before an injury at this point because at least the injured player is not losing cash.
Well, that's what I was thinking with Ash and fucking Taylor.
Oh, Davidson steps around 2 of them. goes inside 50. Darcy tries to take it.
Can they get 2? Libba! Oh, that'll lift them.
One kick game. Fitting for a Footscray celebration. West, Libba, Darcy, all involved. Dacos back on the ground real quick. It was subbed off literally as they did just before Darcy took that mark, before the last goal. And he was back on the ground for that centre bounce. He had about a 30-second patch on the bench there.
Look at that. It all started with that, man. Davidson walking past 2 of them. Eyes on Darcy as everything is. Managed to get it to ground. Vandermeer gets it off. And, Libba with the finish. Here we go. Strong from Norton in the rock. He's going to go the fend. Has to get away. He does. Handball just missing the target of Fraser. And big spoil from Norton as well.
Pressure is up. Oh, the Dogs want it now. They're hungry.
Here comes Sanders.
Sanders is even going to kick the ball forwards. That's how hungry they are.
Darcy with the kick. Wow. Now, you'd want to slow it down if you're in the Pies camp here. Just for a little bit, as we've sort of learnt nowadays that there's no such thing as just holding on anymore. You want to be getting that 2 goals, 3 goals in front just to steady it away, because that's when the teams start to come when you're holding on to leads.
You just got to take territory still. Darcy getting across for the spoil. English, quick hand pass.
Oh no!
Don't have the numbers. And we get
Perryman mark.
Was it a mark, or did he pick it up off the ground?
The whistle was blown.
Whistle was blown. Okay, thank God.
Oh!
Good late spoil for 3. It's a fair contest.
Oh!
Mike Tyson punch out.
The goggles are off.
I mean, he was going ball. I don't think there's any malice in that.
Oh!
Wow. What a sight.
Oh well, Dacos gets the kick now instead of Cox, and they're gonna get a mark inside 50 for it. So I think
Collingwood fans will be happy with that.
Yeah, it's horrible as it is, but it's not a bad trade-off. Perryman again, just telling people what to do instead of fucking getting the ball.
Just want him to do it himself.
Nothing worse than that just in life as well. People that tell other people what to do but aren't willing to do it themselves. Just, ugh.
Elliot.
Oh, the Iceman. Sprays it left. And gee, this... Oh, you'll be thinking back to this if you're a Pies fan and manage to lose the game.
That's a good exit kick.
Yeah.
Still half a quarter left as well.
My goodness. We have picked the right game. Kennedy
with a good effort there.
Snaffle it. Vandermeer's gonna go.
Ball west. I don't think he can get there, Kenny. No. That's a throw inside forward pocket for the Dogs. Could take the lead here.
Down to ground west.
Trying to get it.
Sanders already holding on to it.
It's a good tackle from the guy. Locks it up. Another stoppage.
Jeez. Can Dacos snaffle it? He can. Gets it out to McCreary. He's not a player you want to be running away from. And it's Paul Davidson having to chase him again. Oh, does well. Puts the contest. Kicks to a 2-on-1. McStay does well to get the ball to ground. Elliott springs through 2. Off the ground from McStay. Looking for Membry. Still hasn't had his goal for the game. Trying to just, pushing the ball out of play along the ground. Going to get them a forward 50 ball in.
Yeah, just pressure's gone up. Last few minutes for the Dogs.
Boy, oh boy.
Probably a bit lacking. Like, that last stoppage, Dacos ended up on his own. I don't know how that happens.
No. Levin now going to keep following. Know that. He's going to nail a tackle. Locks it on Lipinski. You hearing that, Nathan?
Yeah, attendance records for the Dogs.
Yeah. Fantastic turnout for the 100-year. DeGoey from an impossible angle. That's going to prove to be just that.
Impossible. Yeah.
Well, I know someone who kicked a left footer from there, but...
Do you? Who could that be? Do you want to make more enemies?
Oh!
Plus
5.
Plus 5 because he doesn't like it.
Probably not the option. And he's asking for it! Keep going, Sanders!
He might get it back.
Oh, he's fucking missed it, Carmus. Oh, no! And now it's an empty man in 50.
Oh, what a spoil.
Great effort. Is he going to get the bounce? Hasn't been touched.
He's called for it. He's appealing. I thought it was a goal.
I think he's begging in hope here. Oh no, he's got it. Yeah, he has
got it.
The fingers are wobbling before the boot makes contact with the hands. That is a touch. That is an fucking incredible effort.
Well, God, I've to sprint back just to get the spoil as well. He can't land on his feet after that effort, but he gets back up. Still gets there for that smother.
That is phenomenal. What's he talking? What's that guy on about? All right, need to get it out.
Needs to hold on to that. Your ruckman needs to hold that against a small defender.
Oh, I tell you what. Fraser looking for it on his own. He does. Big clearance.
That's going to be holding the man. Perryman free kick.
That's fine. No!
Takes the advantage.
No!
Well, we get the 1 point for the free kick. We're not getting 3 points
for
the disposal afterwards. Quainer, we've got to have a chat, lad. That's not what we want.
Fuck. My oh my. What a win this would be for the Dogs if they can get over the line. Fraser, well done.
DFAB, FFL, joining us in for this great finish. Glad we've picked a good game for you for this week.
Absolutely. We saw a Sanders kick in that as well.
Is that kick?
Turns it over. Here comes Fraser.
Who can he find? He's going to
take
take
a bounce.
Down.
Take yourself, son!
He goes for home.
And he's going to get it!
Scores tied.
7 to go.
Wow.
That's... I love nothing more than seeing that, regardless of situation, just a player bursting just on the edge of 50 and saying, you know what, I'm gonna take this moment with both hands. And turns out scoring it all up with 7 minutes to go, Nathan.
Well, the worst thing he could have done would have been to just blast away straight away. Because he wouldn't have been hitting a target. And they had the numbers. Like, if he wanted to, could have gotten the handball as well.
Mm-hmm.
But from a fantasy perspective, hey, take that shot every day of the week.
Well, his first touch on that ball was behind halfway, going for an intercept.
Yeah. And we said it might be tough for him to get to that 80 where I'd be happy. He's up to a 76 after that goal.
Fantastic news.
Sanders also up to a 67. Just need to get those first quarters out of his game.
Yeah.
Be a lot happier.
Dacos bursting away, though. Nightmare fuel for a Dogs fan. Side bottom, usually good, delivering it in 50. And Schultz has overrun it. The wheels are falling off at Collingwood. Perrin with a spoil. Libber, man of the moment, gets it out. Baker's got fresh legs. Just sprint right around Darcy Cameron. Puts it in down the line.
You'll take the throw in there.
Spoil.
Absolutely. Dogs get it in their forward half.
Oh, it's Coach Bond.
Yep, Coach Bond. Should be making some moves. Put me out there. What can they do? Can they at least lock it in their forward half? Well, that's just going to be out the ball. What can they do? Baker's just going to put it inside 50. We're about 40 out. Darcy flies, can't
Sanders!
Get it. Sanders with the crumb.
Fraser again! Get rid of it, son!
Well, we love that they've still combined. They both get a handball.
Perryman gets a kick in that too.
Are they going to be out here? Bailey Williams against Crowley. Does enough to not be called for the hold. And Karmas just holds it to his chest. There'll be a ball up, but Collingwood do shift play back to their front half.
Sanders is in there.
Waiting a long time for the rucks to get across. English ends up with an uncontested hit.
Fraser. Oh, it might be high.
It is. It is going to be high against Fraser.
Oh, handball off to Houston. That's a man you want delivering inside 50. Puts it top of the square. To go away with a run. To go against the mark.
Karmas out of it. Is it a mark or a free? They're paying the mark. Karmas can't believe it. He thinks he was shoved. I think he was shoved a bit with the forearms. Was it enough of a push for this to be a free kick? Let's have another look.
Oh,
I don't mind that being a mark. He's not really pushed his hands in the back. It's more sort of just elbow, and he's still contesting for the ball. He's not like he's out of the mark. The goalie to put him back in front. Will it be by a goal? It won't.
I'd be upset if I was a Dogs fan with that decision, to be honest. You can see that arm outstretched is the thing. Rye's gone to jump, I think.
Collingwood have numbers down the line. It's going to be a long one. Norton's not even going to get there for the contest. It's going to be a Houston mark. 5 minutes left.
It's just the fact that Houston and Perryman have the same haircut and the same boots.
Doesn't help, does it? Karmas just jumps up to the spoil. Elliott gets it to Lipinski. Side bottom.
Whoa.
It's just going to end up as a throw-in, though. They just can't quite find separation.
Oh!
That happens 20, 30 times a quarter. I can't believe they played that.
He's trying. I genuinely believe he's trying to pick that up.
Wow. That is remarkable. McStay's going to send it inside 50, top of the square.
Oh, he shanked it.
Maybe he's not. Not with a kick
little
like
bit
that.
of justice in that. Surely you go the switched here for the Dogs. Yep, that's exactly what they'll do.
Baker can't hold
going
the mark.
Ball.
Run down by Hill as well. Wow.
Yeah. No, that's textbook. I don't think he's got much of a case to argue there.
He'll take his time with this.
Yeah, I'd say the full 30. Even another point here would be great for the Pies.
I feel like he's had more than 30 already, to be honest. It's been some time.
God, what a fucking goal it would be if he gets it from here.
Yeah, top of the square. Another mum kick.
Oh, and they're just going to keep it down their end. Oh, I tell you what, Pies would want to have guys behind the ball as well, because last thing you'd want for someone to streak away with it. There's the tackle from Hill once again. That is absolutely brilliant chase. Take a side bottom!
Straight on the boot. 7 points. Jeez. That could be the game right there. Playing the villain tonight, side bottom. Doesn't want the Footscray fairy tale. There's still 3.5 minutes on the clock. What can the Dogs do at this centre bounce?
If it's any reconciliation, the Dogs fans, I've been there for a side bottom goal to possibly seal it. So what do Dogs need to do now from here, Nathan? They've just got to go from centre bounce.
Well, you need one out of the centre, yeah. Like, as soon as Pies get a chance to flood numbers back, 3.5 minutes, you're starting to get to that time-wasting territory. Yeah, just too clean. What's going to happen from the bounce? No clean hit out. Liver's going to get possession eventually, hands it to Richards. It's going to get back to Liver.
Oh!
50.
Oh, great spot!
Houston with a great smother. Got a chase now. I wouldn't be shocked if this goes to the boundary line. McCreary keeps it in with Membry.
Oh, big intercept! Ball! Oh, he gets boot to ball. How's he reached that?
Good tackle from Membry. Side bottom all the time in the world. Hands it to Houston. Or Perryman it is. For once, it's the right way around.
Big run and jump from McStay. Now they've got to go.
But
Can he hit a target? That he does. Vandermeer coming deep.
That's a
almost
long way
in his
to go
defensive
for the
pocket.
Dogs. Got to get a full length of the field.
Oh, looks to play on English. Looks to move quick, and that's exactly what he's got to do. Hits up a target, and Kennedy.
You can't panic with your Dogs. You need to be looking for targets, not just smacking it forward and hoping.
Lob coming forward. He has to hit a target inside 50 here. Harms! Guess how? It's bouncing around.
Well, a point can matter. A point matters. 6 points. Could we have a draw? First draw of the season?
Oh! How were they not looking for Darcy with that kick inside just quietly? Is he on the field? Yeah, he's there.
I think he just couldn't get there in time.
Yeah.
He was initially presenting on the opposite flank, and then there was a long way to run forward.
Need a mark here, and that's exactly what the Pies get.
Can't allow that.
He's got a corridor!
Kick down the corridor. I don't know about that decision, but great mark from Schultz inside 3 Dogs players.
Outstanding. Yeah, they can just. You've got to man up now if you're Footscray.
I can't believe McStay took. Even if that was a Dacos, why would you take that kick? But a McStay taking that kick down the corridor, 2 minutes left when you're up a goal.
Got to man up
What's
here.
he thinking?
Got to go.
It's going to go down
Long
the line.
kick down the line.
Karmas.
Great mark, Karmas. Now here come the Dogs, surely. Who's an option? He's going to go himself. Will he have a bounce? No.
Maybe got the handball.
Looks to go long.
Line. Norton and English.
Punch down.
There.
Norton. Stomped out from Pendlebury. Lob looking to pick it up. Driven down from Josh Dacos. Get another stoppage just outside 50 with a minute left.
Well, it's not going to be a Sanders match winner. He's finishing the game on the bench, it looks like. Could be Freya. Could be Perryman doing something late to seal it for the Pies.
Side bottom.
But first, it's going to be side bottom.
Out of play. They're just going to run that out of play, you'd think, yeah.
Still a chance to make subs if they want to. They're on the right boundary for it.
Well, they're holding up a board of some kind.
Probably just the time, I suppose.
Yeah, you'd imagine.
56 seconds. Dogs just need to get this forward. English taps it. Side bottom's going to get it to Pendlebury. Dacos, lots of time. Said that's deliberate. Surely that's more deliberate than the other one.
I mean,
wow.
We've seen a decision go his way earlier in the game as well, but I just want to raise it. Is there a Dacos tax?
I think it's just a superstar tax in general. Freya on his own at these contests. The tax.
Davidson does his best to get rid of it. Richards now inside 50. Oh, dropped the mark. Schultz is going to get it away to the opposite wing. Crisp, big wobbler. Outside 50, Carmus needs to tap it to a teammate here or just pick it up. Shoved out of it by Membry. Surely underneath the legs. Surely. We saw someone get suspended for that last week.
They're not going to blow the whistle in the last 30
Look at
seconds.
that.
That is blatant contact below the knees. Well, Dogs have to be perfect from here. They can't get a win with 18 seconds on the clock. Can they get it forward and draw? English slips over in the ruck. It's going to end up with Sidebottom. He's been massive this whole last quarter.
Yeah.
Kicks it forward.
On the full.
I don't
paused at night. Are we going to see a miracle on grass?
You're not getting it there in 9 seconds. Against a set and organised defence as well. It's taken them 10 years to get this ball back out of the crowd.
That's poor. Take a few extra meters on it though. I don't mind that. Needs a mark.
And
that's going to be the game.
Game over. Collingwood win. Wow, what a game.
Man, I'm out of breath.
Just a great finish.
I'll
walk us through some of the fantasy scores. Dacos ends on the 136. So there's 39 disposals. English up on a 101. Cameron 100. So both rucks with good scores.
Yep.
Bailey Dale 96. A solid effort for his owners. Fraser ends on a 75. That's passable. It's not a score we're happy with, but passable. Sanders 69. Again, what the hell is happening with his first quarters? He's showing he can score. He's going 25 a quarter if we take out those first ones. Davidson 60. We're happy with that.
Yep.
And then Perryman 43. That's chopping block, isn't it?
Yep. Fuck. Oh, I best hope Holmes goes big.
Yeah.
Price stays quiet as well. Right. But I'll flag it to you now just while we're there, Nathan. If you're looping Davidson, are you taking that on field over, say, a Garcia?
I'm not going to because it's best 18 anyway, right? So there's probably a little less concern with injury. If a Garcia were to get injured, you're not too upset.
Yep.
And then at the same time, is a 60 going to be in your best 22 or your best 18? Sorry, maybe you're not sure. If it is, it's probably only a few points better than your next guy.
Have a quick count.
Whereas a Garcia, at least there's the possibility still he has one of those 90-point sort of games. So
yeah,
I don't think it's enough that you're looping him in.
3.
Unless of course you need to loop someone in to make a vice captaincy work if he's your guy for that.
4, 5, 6,
and it's Stone out, then that's probably the only scenario, I think.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I feel like that 60 there's a good chance that 60 could be in my best 18. Just off a quick count.
Yeah, see how it goes anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm going to elect to take the safe option because I gave it just a quick run through from my team in terms of it. So Frager's already there, Day's already over 60, DeKoning already over 60, Sanders already over 60. So that's 4. Backer, Holmes, Short, Roberts,
or might
DeKoning.
go below it. That's the only question.
Brayshaw, Rosie, Oliver, Sherry, Horn, Francis, McRae, Sanders, Smith, Daniel. Yeah, you know what? Maybe. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be score number 18 for me. Unless another rookie gets above it, or, to drop it down, or if someone else disappoints to go low.
I think it's... unless it's a matter of captaincy and you need to loop Stone in your forward line. because then obviously you're getting your score in. But other than that, like, you're just not doing it, are you?
No. Yeah, well, I said Pies by 8. Wasn't that far off.
Just a great game. I'm just happy we got a good game. Great start
Yeah,
to
man.
the round. Thursday and Friday night.
I do feel for Dogs fans, I tell you. I would have loved to see them get up in it, but not to be. Pies proved they're still kings of the close ones. Still had a few shaky moments in there, didn't they?
Dogs are still missing a lot of players too. You're missing Bond, you're missing Galore, you're missing Waitman, like Jones down back.
In the back, yeah.
So they've done really well here, come within a goal. But
absolutely.
I don't think
you
they'll
reckon
make
that
it any better right now, will it?
No. You reckon Darcy will get the player of the match chockies?
Oh, probably not. Probably going to Dacos, isn't it? It's just found so much of it. Side bottom would be a decent crack just for standing up in the big moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise.
Yeah, I'm hearing Kingy in the background just asking, can they win enough games until they get healthy? Just keep up, take a few here and there.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how they go. I mean, what do the Dogs have the next month? Let's have a look.
Well,
The Dogs have.
Well,
I've gone scrolling on my app for them, but they're listed as Footscray at the moment on the app.
yeah, I've been doing that with fantasy recently. Yeah. Also, feel free to chuck your questions in as well, guys. We'll probably hang around for another, probably 10 minutes. See,
Carlton, Rio, Brisbane, Saints. It's not an easy run.
No. Dogs can hold their heads up high, and we got a Hall of Lame winner. Nothing's going to top that from.
Well, it was nearly McStay. Jesus Christ, that last kick inside the corridor. Like, if Dogs score off of that, surely that would have taken it.
If both.
But,
yeah, I'd be interested to see some centre bounce stats and whatnot. So what was the breakdown on Perryman? 12 touches.
Yeah, he just
4 marks.
didn't get involved. No tackles either for him.
Yeah,
which,
I think that
again,
shows.
You don't want him in the back pocket. He needs to be a midfielder.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't today. I think we just have to give him the boot. He's going to drop too much cash. Hopefully we can find someone appropriate to move him onto. Or if it's not another mid-price in our back line, at least it needs to be a respectable rookie option. And then from there we can try and do something like across multiple lines with the cash.
God. I've just had these 50-50s to start the season that you just don't quite get right. They kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
No questions in chat as of yet. Well, I guess we'll look at tomorrow again, I suppose, just to kill some time to allow for it. I like the sort of 3-hour stream type time frame. It's good. I'm loving these early kickoffs again as well. Obviously, me up here in Queensland gets an hour earlier, which I prefer because I still have time to do stuff tonight, and it just get footy sooner. You can't really complain with it. But yeah, I suppose
I'm just disgusted you call it an early kickoff. Don't know what sport you think it should make, but
early bounce.
Really, get it right.
What is it? The table versus the ladder. I've done better on that, to be fair.
You're saying ladder more consistently.
Yeah, that's
baby
that. Steps.
Yeah.
So we're hearing the team song in the Collingwood rooms. Well, at least I'll get to know if fucking Pryor pops off early in this game or not. That's one that'll scare me, because there's a good chance he probably will outscore Perryman.
Probably. Well, I don't even have prior scoring this week. I've opted for Trainer ahead of him. Hoping he can take the marbles. I think Trainer's at least got a higher ceiling. But again, in a best 18 week, I can see Trainer hitting an 80 more than I can see a Prior doing it. So that was the one. Although, ideally Perryman would be sitting on the bench right now, or just not in the side at all.
Well, assuming the Crows maybe don't batter them as much as they beat St Kilda, but assuming it's still a one-sided game, how did those halfback flankers go? I mean, obviously, knowing that, Saints halfbacks tend to go a bit better, but is Sinclair in there, Miller in there, Wilkie's there as a key back. I suppose. I mean, Garcia got a 59 last week as well, so in terms of that loop we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, and that was in an awful game for the Saints, right? So you'd imagine he's going to do better than that under the roof.
Yeah, maybe you've convinced me into taking the switch and Stone out for Garcia in it.
Whatever way you want to go. Like, I don't think that's the sort of decision that's going to make or break your season anyway.
I'm looking at the small things now after fucking up all these 50-50 calls.
Pies finish up singing their song. I think that probably wraps us up. What are we thinking? So it's going to be the usual, Tuesday morning release for the pod, for the round review. And then hopefully we're back on the Thursday morning next week. We had a couple of issues with my tech setup, not getting us up and running this week.
Do you want to get more specific with it and just the tech setup?
Oh, it was like my laptop charger just caught on fire just about. So that's about the issue we were having. I'm exaggerating a touch, but it should be good to go. Usual, Tuesday morning, Thursday morning releases.
Sure will be.
And then where can people catch us on Twitter?
Yep, my tag BK_IFS, Nathan at Fantasy Nate, and the letter O. Hopefully you're following all the Insight boys as well. I see, most of our people streaming in from Twitter, which is nice, but check out the YouTube obviously as well, and the Spotify. We have our own sort of channel for the Spotify, which is just, I think it's just Insight AFL Fantasy, I think is all it's called. Pretty easy to find, so go check it out there if you're one that likes to tune into the podcast while you're on your commute to work, or just more of a audible someone just listening in the gym, wanting to get your fantasy fix in. That's the place to do that. And thanks for tuning in. How good was it actually having a bloody watchable game?
So good. He's hoping the rest around stays at this pace. Has been great.
Exactly. Real quick, what do we think for the people that's just tuned in for the watch-alongs? What do we think for next week?
For next week's
pull up my
game,
calendar.
I'll be doing the same.
We could go a Friday night Carlton Dogs, backing up on Dogs again, or it'll have to be a Saturday night Hawks Giants, I think.
Yeah,
that's a cracker.
Hawks Giants. Well, that one might be a tricky one because I'll be on the way back from Marvel still, so I don't think I'll be able to do that one.
Oh no. Oh well. Maybe that Carlton Dogs one might be a good one as well. Well, we thought that last
Bombers Port might be a good game too, to be fair. I think that's a definite shout.
The Friday night worked well.
Actually, you wouldn't be able to do Hawks Giants either. You'll be at the Gather.
I will be, of course. Yeah. Well, I ruled out the Sunday games just because of all my commitments and that. But those are back on, so I'll be back at the Gather and all that.
Between the Thursday and Friday night, feel free to leave some comments, or maybe we'll chuck a little poll up on Twitter, see what people prefer.
True. No, good call. Good call.
Yeah, we'll definitely be on for one of those two.
Exactly. Easy. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll talk to you on the Tuesday morning review show. Catch us.